lot greater.
Welcome to the Pour Up Podcast. I am Mike Lake, a.k.a. Hillsboro Slim, a.k.a. Salt and Pepper Beard.
Yo, I'm not going to do. I am CP34.
Steve Cash Moneybags, a.k.a. the Fitness Zaddy, a.k.a. the Young Vampire. Believe all the stories they tell about me around the campfire. We back for another week. This episode a little special?
It is a little bit special of a show. It is.
That's how much I weigh.
It's how much you weigh. Is that what you said?
Yeah. I teed you up.
You did tee us up, but you know what? I didn't load the video anywhere, so I don't even know where. I don't know where.
I thought you were gonna say something drastic.
I have no idea.
Pounds.
I have no idea where I put the video, so I have no idea where.
So what makes it special?
So this is our 200th episode. Fantastic 200th episode. Not with me, but definitely overall with you guys doing the Pour Up Podcast.
Why you try to get that one out
bro.
there real quick? It's not with
Because I'm only responsible for the last 70 or so. I don't want to necessarily put my hand in it. I don't know what y'all did back in the day.
Oh yeah,
this current iteration is the best. In my opinion.
The old Pour Up was wild.
Yeah,
it was a wild place.
It was a wild place. Hold on, wait.
I remember one time Steve said
those are stories with the vampire.
those the campfire stories.
Those are campfire stories. That was a wild individual.
You remember your Puerto Rico comment?
Nah,
I don't want to bring it back up.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was an amazing
200
foray into. Bro, you got to wear your glasses on the show.
Shut up.
Yeah, why don't you ever wear your glasses? You look nice in them.
I know. even though we messed with him the first time we got him and we act like we didn't know this.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So you're talking about this one thing that y'all actually made fun of me for a good 15, 20 minutes on the show. You wanted me to wear them again?
Yeah, what's wrong wearing your glasses?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
You can't see.
I'm not.
Glasses.
I cannot see.
Yo,
I'm 100% blind.
But you know how friends? Remember that Budweiser commercial? The way friends compliment each other is through roasting each other. We like them; they look good. But
the way friends compliment each other is through roasting each other.
Yeah, if I'm roasting you on something, I noticed it, and it's one of those things where it's like, obviously, if it's not something just egregious, but it's like, oh, what you think you bad with your fucking leather jacket on, or whatever you happen to be wearing? I don't know.
Yeah, you got to do it that way.
You can't just say, "Hey, man, I like your jacket."
You can't be like, "Hey, why you ain't get me one too?" You can't.
Yeah.
So you gotta say shit like
you think Claude would know this.
You gotta say shit like, oh, he think he fly with his little with
word.
a whack ass jacket.
You gotta say little with your little whack ass.
You
You
missed a nice
can't
one.
just be like,
You always gotta say little.
yeah, you gotta say little.
Speaking of, do you think you fly with your little snap back to the back? Don't you?
Oh, you know I like this because you kind of. I think you're mad because you didn't get one.
What kind of
You
hat
was
is
that
that?
too when I bought it.
I own snapbacks.
You
The Dre's hat?
The Dre's hat. Yeah.
No, I had already spent like $100 on liquor.
On liquor. So I was
I
like,
was-
what's another $40 on the actual hat?
I didn't want to do that.
There you go. Actually, I'll rep.
You want to know the
Dre's
real
today.
reason though?
You go ahead. What's the real reason?
I got a bald head. No, I got the square brim snapbacks.
Uh-huh.
They press too hard on my temples. I don't like it.
Does your neck
Have
fit
nothing to
stick
do
out
with
the?
I said
stick
temples.
out
I
the
literally
actual-
told
stick
you.
out the
I
back
literally
part of
told
it
you
there.
where the problem was.
I can imagine.
I don't need the
Did you see
extra
that?
sauce.
What was that one meme?
Talking about
What was that one meme where it's like when you got something to say, but it's
You keep it in the
keep
mind-
it
in
in
the
the
back
back
of
of
your
your mind. There's just some lips. I wish I had that meme to show you. I'm gonna add that to the Instagram so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
It's genetic, man.
That's a hilarious meme. 100% hilarious meme.
I like how you strategically time when you're talking and the camera's on you. That's dope.
Yeah, and when you're talking, I put it on you too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Well, listen, I have a bit of a job here, which is why we're still looking for that intern, guys. So if y'all know anybody with a little bit of video experience that wants to work for free, hit us up on IG at Shit Division Media because
It's not
definitely
free.
want
They
an
get
intern.
paid experience.
Oh,
They get paid
yeah,
exposure. So it's
What else
it's
they
not
get paid?
technically free.
200 episodes in, absolutely 100%. They get that exposure of a show that's been running.
You're only responsible for 70, sir. Don't forget your numbers.
Still got it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You weren't at some of the early ones at my Madera party.
He was just a
Oh yeah,
visitor.
100%.
He was a visitor.
Steve got a flag here.
Steve has a flag.
He planted a flag here
Yeah.
way back for episode 1
There's a
That's right.
flag in what now?
in the game of the Pour Up. Like he planted a flag. He's
Oh,
here.
I
He's
got you.
established himself.
He's like, I come in. He's a Martian. He comes in peace. You know, he establishes this Earth on.
See
You know,
how this Marvin the Martian joke could turn on
Yeah.
me.
oh man, he is the darkest nigga in the Looney Tunes
Super
universe.
black.
Like, oh my god,
Super black.
one of your relatives, right, from another planet.
Mike and Marvin were
You mean
twins.
from this
Oh
planet.
my
We're
god,
twins.
huh?
From this planet.
How we know Mike?
I'm an alien.
So
This is what we came to talk about today.
It
First
is
of
it.
all, it's our motherfucking 200.
it is 200.
200 of them things.
200 things that we done got off, surprisingly.
Or for the other people,
not
the
surprisingly.
200 episodes completed for those that needed that.
So before we get into our use, what is everybody drinking on today? We stopped asking that. We really should start asking that again. What is everybody drinking on?
I guess I'll go first. I'm on a little bit of Woodford Reserve
Okay.
whiskey. I'm not saying it's top shelf, but it's medium.
Put it on like 201.
Medium shelf Woodford Reserve whiskey.
Okay.
It's pretty smooth.
Other than your Celsius, Steve, what you got over here?
Um,
Watermelon Celsius.
Why, you want one?
That's a little racist, don't you think?
Damn.
You equate
Remember those
watermelon to
chicks
black
eating
people?
watermelon at the pool?
You equate watermelon to black people club?
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
I'm just saying a lot of people could equate watermelon to white people, and they're usually racist.
Mm.
You just perpetuating the thing, my brother.
Where your chicken at?
I ate it in the car. I'm sipping on this Malargo, man. I'm a tequila man. I like tequila. Yeah, definitely. I definitely prefer tequila.
Can you say it right?
What,
Can
tequila?
you like roll
Tequila.
the R? Pause.
Kind of what, for the Malargo? No, they know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you could do it.
The Milagro.
It sounds too close to Negro.
Ooh.
Is that why we didn't have that Negroni? That's
That's
why
exactly
that
why I don't
Negroni
fuck
was
with
a little
Negronis.
fucked up. We couldn't say
Mm-hmm.
Negroni. I'm doing my usual as per usual. I'm actually on a little bit of a campaign. There's actually a chick that does that coined the phrase "cell spurts." So have you heard it, Lauren Powell? Somehow she's got like 1 million followers on Instagram and all that stuff, and becoming a millionaire just off of her like for hard seltzers. And I'm like, you know what? I'm different. I'm gonna drink the one that nobody likes, my ruby grapefruit seltzers. Hard
Yeah,
seltzers.
those don't. I don't like those.
Yeah,
You know?
pass on the seltzers.
Yeah.
Unless they.
No, it's
Whatever.
cool with those.
I'm not
just passing
sharing
on the
anyway,
Ruby.
so y'all are good.
Passing on the Ruby.
I'm cool on the seltzer, unless it's the lemonade or the tea joint. Who made those? Truly.
I don't know. That shit sucks. But yeah, no, so good. That's good. We got some good drinks to drink on
Damn,
today.
I let you live with your grapefruit. I can't live with my fruit shit. Because only old people drink grapefruit.
Why do you drink? But you drink like the lemonade, like the tea stuff. That don't like weigh on your stomach. Like you can drink a bunch of those.
I could drink whiskey in the pool.
No. Hold on, wait. That's different, right? Like
I'm trying to find tea. He drinks tea. You drink tea. What?
No, they're like the Truly. Let's say.
What was that?
Let me slide in the chair.
Oh,
Truly. They made a version of it that's lemonade.
Mm.
That's it. You don't taste the seltzer as much. It tastes like lemonade. And they have a version of it that's tea. I've never bought that one yet, but the lemonade ones is cool. I don't like the taste of the seltzer. Even though they're light, and also Cloud, they are just as light. It's not juice; it's just flavored. Well,
I feel like they were like heavy. Like I
it's
felt.
as flavored as your grapefruit one with grapefruit. Whatever that is, it's lemonade and something else.
Listen, I'll do a blind taste test here one day for y'all if y'all want. But this literally tastes light and like this is like more flavorful than a beer.
I've had
You
both.
know,
Have you?
that truly that you? Because I bought them and I gave you a whole bunch of them that one time because I didn't like them. They were too heavy. It was like drinking juice.
No, it wasn't like juice at all.
Are you mad over your tea?
He is.
No, I'm good.
Should you even be having tea though?
Why not?
Why can't you have tea?
Tea is probably the best thing I could have.
Okay.
One time, Mike put his finger in water and it turned tea. I remember I seen Mike. And then he said a little bit longer it would have been coffee.
I said that.
Yeah,
I used that.
yeah.
I said that funny thing
That's
about
what you
myself.
said. At least that's what you told me.
Oh my
If we can
goodness.
get that animated, that'd be fucking.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. But yeah, no. Anyhow, what I was saying is that I guess she got famous off of her like of hard seltzers, and I'm like, I've been drinking this stuff since first time I went to Nebraska, and I took it out of our homeboy's wife's fridge, and I was like, what is this shit? And so I'm on a campaign. I'm
Great, 4
drinking
months. You've been
my
drinking it for 4 months. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So Lauren Powell, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna tag you in
You
this.
acting like
I'm
you're
coming
vetting
after
the
this.
game with the shit.
Anyhow,
You just got off the bench.
anyhow. I can't deal with y'all. Yo. What are
You
we
don't know where
doing
to
to go
go.
now? I have nowhere to go now. What we talking about? Our week, our mental health? Steve? That's what-
That
go ahead.
Steve usually asks about that. Then
Yeah.
we do cash tips.
No,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's only been 200
how has
episodes.
y'all
It's
week
200
been?
episodes. I'm hot. How's my week been? Busy, mad busy. And you know what? It's not even, it's kind of a crazy thing because I'm about to go to Disney on Saturday with my 5-year-old.
Mhm.
And then I think that's going to be literally the most worst experience in my whole entire life.
Do Mickey wear masks these days?
Just,
Like, do they got like
oh,
the
shit,
mask
I don't
Mickey
know.
to try to promote,
I don't know.
or he's just out there with his mouth open
You
and
know what?
nose?
When I get there, I'm gonna say something if he's not wearing a mask. I'm gonna just walk up to Mickey and just be like, "Sir, where's your mask?"
And he gonna be like, "Sir, we already have Goofy here." He's like, you think I heard that shit already? Get your goofy ass.
Cook his ass. Why you cook this man like that?
That's not, honestly, I can't even I'm not even getting mad at that. 'Cause that was actually pretty good. That was pretty
But
good.
it
That,
make it really clap
that
back.
was a solid burn right
What-
there. I
what-
can't even
But what we really clap back at you like that? Like, hey, look, we already
oh,
got Goofy here.
we already got Goofy here. Huh?
And it continues.
Oh.
He gets words.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
that gets worse. I don't even care. Yo, anyhow, it's supposed to be literally be like 91 degrees, and it's a lot of walking. And my daughter's 5, and she's awful. And we're going with her little friend who's almost 3, and it's
3?
Yeah, my daughter's almost 5, and we're going with Redbeard's daughter. And
oh,
his
okay. Oh, with the
family's
family.
going
Okay, I
too.
thought y'all babysitting their kid, or they going with y'all?
They're going with us.
I see. I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I wouldn't take 2 little kids to Disney. That's not my MO. I leave them there. They'd have to join the It's a Small World ride.
What the MO stand for, by the way?
What?
MO.
MO?
Yeah, when they go, that's not my MO.
Modus operandi.
Modus operandi. Yeah.
That's how you operate. The mode of operation is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew what it stood for.
This portion of the Poro Podcast is brought to you by the letter M.
The more you know.
The more you know. No, I was thinking Sesame Street.
We both went
I
to
got
a
it.
different place.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
A goofy ass nigga sipping seltzer. Brought to you.
You're not hurting me. 6 cent stones. Cannot hurt me. Teflon chest. Anyhow, sir. Yeah, long week, and I'm freaking dreading Saturday. But Mike, how's your week, man? Jesus.
I just want to give you credit on Teflon chest. That sounded kind of hard. Pause. The way you said it had a lot of swag in it that you don't normally bring.
Yeah.
And
hot.
my week was good, man. Nothing of note other than I'm here. I'm blessed. What I say, blessed, highly favored,
And
moisturized,
moisturized.
unbothered. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm chilling, man. Work is going all
You
right.
say highly flavored?
Yeah, that
Oh.
too. Ask about me.
Ew.
I wasn't offering you. I was just saying. Ask
What?
about me.
Look at the camera when you say that. Don't look in my direction.
Ask about me.
Ew.
Ask me. Anyway, but no, everything's good. I really have nothing to report, which thank God everything stays as normal as such. Work is going good. Life is going good. Money's coming in, and I'm able to be at work and be at home now. Super dope.
Oh, you work from home now?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I thought you were still in the car. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I know you was.
I thought about
working
being a
from home.
manager for like 4 months.
I didn't know that's from home though.
Oh yeah, 100% from home.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, and sitting at my desk, which is
How
dope.
you feel?
I feel good. It'd be working in the car is kind of cool. I wish I can go out maybe once a week, but
No, you don't. It's hot as fuck.
Just one, just for the variability. I don't know. Like it's cool to be able to do it and not, but working at home is so dope.
Working from home, do y'all find yourself like y'all think y'all eat more at home? Like y'all
Oh,
hit the
hell
fridge
yeah.
a whole lot more?
Oh no, hell yeah. Honestly, I probably gained a good 15 pounds during COVID. I'm lying. It's probably more like 20. Because I have to kind of trick myself into thinking, okay, I'm gonna have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm gonna try to get 2 small little snacks, healthy snacks in the middle of it. The problem is I'll be like, there's some pretzels, there's some nuts, there's some string cheese, there's all these different things that aren't bad stuff, but I'm constantly eating that shit just because I'm trying to feel the void of like
Yeah,
time.
typically that's
know?
typically how I go. Or I believe they took some polls and studies went over during COVID, and we're still here, obviously. And because it's just the food's there and accessible, and yeah.
Yo.
I know this goes without saying with the way my body looked, but for me, the way when
How does your
got
body
funny.
look, sir?
It's glorious under the light. No, but by comparison, my beginning of COVID with the traveling, you don't take a lunch, you eating out 3-4 times a day. I significantly eat less by comparison. But I would even say on normal, we don't put a lot of junk food in the house anyway. There's only a few. There's some wheat cheeses or something in there. There's some popsicles, some fruit-based popsicles. So there ain't even a whole lot.
You
for
believe
me
in
to-
Claude? Look at
Fruit-based
Claude's face.
popsicles.
Yeah, I don't know what they call it. Like something you buy from the store, they just fruit-based popsicles.
So you ain't got like the sugar ones that's just pure sugar, like Kool-Aid in the little thing. That's what
I
I
don't
got.
have a 4-year-old.
Oh, okay.
Just me and
But I
Michelle.
got fruit-based popsicles. I don't
They're
know.
You
like-
act
Yeah,
like this man fridge can never stay closed. like
Do you find yourself often having to change that little light bulb?
Refrigerator keep burning out. Shit.
this fridge,
Fuck.
every time
The
I
motor
walk
be
by,
working.
this fridge like, what more do you want from me? This man fridge. And listen, and you know how every time you close your fridge, like you know how the food come alive in that bitch. His fridge don't stay low.
Oh my God, he's gone.
This fridge don't stay.
Motherfuckers be dead in there because they can't sleep. Just keep them up.
See, what is it? That Ensure commercial with the Ensure to be walking around and talking to the different foods. They be like, "Oh my God, he's coming again, y'all! Take cover." I can't. I lost.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you did.
I lost it. I had to laugh in the middle of it. I just couldn't get it out right.
Man, fridge don't stay closed enough for the food to come alive and talk to each
Oh,
other.
my God.
They can't even formulate a plan. They can't even formulate a fucking plan.
Fucking creep.
Like,
Oh
like-
man, hey, Chloe, we gotta roast this nigga. We on our asses, man. He on us, man. He got you with the goofy shit. We were just
You know what though? He's on it. You took your Wheaties this morning, didn't you?
What's
They
it say?
sitting up straight
Oh my
and shit.
god! You had
What's
Metamucil. You got
what's
pepper in
that?
your step for some reason right now. I don't even know what's going on.
That's Celsius. You know, it keeps me vitalized.
That's what it is.
Keeps me-
That's the watermelon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have
It's messing
I
with
have
my
my
DNA.
elixir. I had that chicken in the
Is
car.
it seedless?
Watermelon
No, I'm
here.
just joking.
What's the Black Panther?
And now,
Heart shaped
The power of
herb
the
or
Black
some
Panther.
shit.
It's still crazy in Black Panther how you drink purple Kool-Aid and you become like the Panther.
Oh yeah, that was
That's still
pretty.
no way you
That's
can
nuts.
become him after
Yeah.
you drink purple
You
Kool-Aid.
gotta respect
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect him for
Did y'all
that.
have actual Kool-Aid growing up? Because I didn't really
Hell
have.
yeah.
No, I had Weiler's and I had fruit drink.
Oh my god, he was deep in the trenches,
Yeah,
bro.
fruit drink and Weiler's. Weiler's. The
Fruit
shit was
drink is
called Weiler's.
First of all, fruit drink is real.
Yeah,
It's
fruit
very
drink.
real.
Shit literally said fruit drink.
When we was up in Orlando with Don, we was going to the store and they was like, "Yo, get some juice." And one of his uncles, aunties was like, "Yeah, get the juice, get the Minute Maid in the carton." And the other one was like, "No, just get like the gallon joint." I was like, "Oh, you mean that drink? That fruit drink is nuts."
Shit is called fruit drink. It's
And
called
no water in it.
it's called fruit drink, and it don't even have like flavors. It's colors:
red,
red,
blue,
orange,
yellow.
blue, purple.
Yellow
you
is
know.
lemon, but it's supposed to be lemon, but it's just yellow.
It's just yellow.
That's right in the same bar as those Czech sodas and all that shit.
Oh, hey, wait, don't discheck.
Wait, but let's not speed past this.
Yeah, go ahead.
What? You never had you wouldn't
Oh,
allow
sure, we get
Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid. I had a frugal mother. You was at my house for the kids' birthday. My
Yeah.
mom was here.
We had a good time.
She
Your mom
accused me of
roasting you.
being cheap, which was literally like the pot calling the kettle beige. Like it's literally like ridiculous, you know.
She was on your ass, boy.
She really was.
She was
but
roasting you.
But she was roasting me like you made me this way. I am the product of you.
That's where you
know?
got her. The checkmate was she didn't have nothing else to say after
Nothing.
you said that.
You know,
She called her ass super cheap though.
I'm not cheap. I'm a value. I'm a bargain shopper. Okay, I'm gonna get a value. I'm not gonna pay full price for anything.
Oh, you did find us that good. You found us a cheaper ticket for the Marshmallow
I got us
concert.
$5 off,
You
and
did,
that,
and I
and you know what you
utilized
did?
it.
What did you do with that $5?
You know what I'm saying? I bought Jimmy John's with you last week. I got that help
Exactly.
me with it.
See, had you not, you might not have had that $5
Yeah, that's right.
for
I
Jimmy
agree.
John's.
I
last
agree.
week.
Yeah, it would have been a
Absolutely.
little bit rougher.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I agree.
Oh man, yo, that was funny. That healed my insides a little bit. Those
That was a
shovels.
good one.
But
you, Steve.
so
We're
Steve,
supposed to be friends.
you got some tips for us today. Let me run this graphic. That's dope. Yo, there it is.
Yeah, actually, yeah. All right.
Was you ready? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. I wasn't quite prepped, but okay, yeah, a cash tip. We can talk about hustles. People need. All right,
I was gonna suggest you.
Oh.
Do that.
all right, a cash
Yes.
tip. All right, yeah, okay.
That's good.
Because it is COVID era, and unfortunately, this is all a little off the cuff right now. Unfortunately, for some people, and depending on if you consider unfortunately or not, excuse me, OnlyFans is now being canceled as of October 3rd, 1st.
Yeah.
I think I just read it. What was it? October something, sometime soon. OnlyFans is about to wrap up. So, in other news, you bitches need another hustle. So, but I use that loose. I'm kidding with that one. But really, as far as another hustle, like all right. So, what can we do to possibly think of to maybe help and assist people with getting a new hustle now that you might have to keep your clothes on?
Well, you could bring your podcast to Shift Vision Studios. Get
Get
your OnlyFans content off here. In a
Yo,
sense.
no. What can they do?
What if they don't
can
have a podcast? They just pot and ass.
They can bring that too.
A podcast called Pot and Ass.
Oh, that's hard.
They could easily pot
Siri,
and ass.
make a note. We'll pitch a show. We'll give Steve all the credit.
But they can also just do traditional porn too. Like it's just
So you think they should just go back to
I
that?
don't-
porn.
Agree.
What do you mean?
There's a section for amateur, but on OnlyFans, that was the whole thing. That if we're just like excluding all the other shit we know that people do on OF,
Uh-huh.
it was the thing. Like
Yeah.
you can go in there and see a bra, play with her joint a little bit, keep it moving, whatever the
Her
price
joint?
is to pay, like her vagina, her clit.
Oh, okay.
Play with her joint. Oh, you thought?
Nigga, you said joint. I was like, I don't know what you scrolling to on OnlyFans, but
I mean, I'll be
That
that ain't my
everywhere.
section.
I'll be everywhere.
Well, you used to have an OnlyFans.
I
though.
never had OnlyFans.
You did, nigga.
yeah.
We seen
Here we
again,
go.
nigga. You had your
No,
toe by
no,
he had his toe by the pudding
no,
one
that
time.
was that SeaWorld
Nigga had
video.
his toe right in the fucking pudding. We're telling some age you like the way this nigga. You did. We seen you. See, I try not to do this, but when you try to lie, it bothers me, yo. Like, if admit this shit so we can move on. You had a fucking OnlyFans.
Never
Send your
happened.
little fucking toe in the
It
pudding.
never
Nigga.
happened.
Yes, it was right in the damn pudding. Nasty ass.
Did you do cake porn?
I didn't do it.
Did you see anything where the people sit
You're
on the
asking
cakes?
me like a legit question or something that never
People
happened.
legit. They put it like a nice Publix cake.
Tell us where
right?
you found it.
It's no. This is you. Remember you was telling me about this idea.
know
You
I
had this
did.
nice. It was like a nice Publix sheet cake. It was. You know what? Steve wanted a sheet cake. It was a It was not a Christmas cake, but it was like a double layer,
like a layer?
like a layer cake, right? It was a layer cake, and basically he was just like, I was like, "What do you eat it?"
Yeah.
Oh, there. It's just, no, I sit on it.
What the?
Bro, this joke took an elaborate ass turn.
Legit, he sits on the cake.
This is
I kid you, no. Like, look it up. You gonna find
This is
y'all.
making me-
And Mike
listen,
does this, you said?
y'all go on to OnlyFans. There's people who sit on cakes.
you-
and
you
Mike, and Mike,
witnessed
no,
this.
Mike has one too. So if you could, he might have turned it off since we've been talking. I don't know what he's doing on the computer over there.
Yeah, I would definitely say, look, like, not trying to be funny. I can't write. It sounds funny, Claude, and I do believe you, but because I did not see that one, I can't say.
But you
But I
seen
did
another
see.
one?
I seen his
The
fucking.
pudding.
Yeah, it was like what you think? He's like, you like cherries. It's some shit like that. Whatever you say, you like black because your toe black ass toes. He's like, you like blackberries in
Can I
your
ask a question?
pudding. You had your toes right there sitting.
Can I ask
Your
a
little
question?
fucking the fucking
What-
piggly, the little
what-
piggly toe.
Was it chocolate pudding?
Nah, it was like vanilla.
It was
He said it
vanilla
was-
pudding?
Yeah, it was a vanilla pudding. And he has a little black ass toe in that bitch
'Cause
on something.
people be
Do
liking
you
the
like
contrast.
do you like black raspberries with your with your food or something? Whatever you. What would you caption? What did you say?
I did this never happened.
Yeah.
Get back to
Yeah.
your fucking
Do
point.
you guys like marble?
Get back to your fucking point, bro.
All right.
OnlyFans.
Now,
Hustle.
not even just that. Any type of any
Oh, this is
type
about
of hustle.
hustles.
Yeah, just I think because this pandemic, I think lasted a
Yeah.
lot longer than we
Still
all
lasting.
thought. For
Yeah.
one, I remember before we got sent home, right? The plan was to be sent home for literally 4 to 6 weeks. That's what we were told. That's how we went home to do. No more than 6 weeks. Clearly, the shit lasted and it's still lasting. And Corona still doing numbers out this bitch. She Jordan on the boards.
Yeah.
She jumping out the gym.
She back for her second, her last three
Yeah,
shits.
this definitely the goat, man. H1N1, swine flu, pig virus, the meat virus, the cow virus, all this stuff. This definitely the goat, 100%.
So what's up? Like, so what type of hustles could still be done? If you once had an OnlyFans, if they cancel your shit, what's the next for you?
you
Not
wanna
saying it has to stay in the same realm, just another hustle in general.
So you'll make a quick list.
Yeah, or not a quick
Top
list, but
five.
just quick, or just like what else? What
Right.
else is there?
So McDonald's is hiring $14.50 an hour. So
Okay.
we could go to McDonald's. It's $14.50. I mean, it used to be like what, 7, 8, 9? It's $14.50. That's a pretty decent. I mean, maybe work your way up to management. McDonald's, $14.50 an hour.
Okay, so you're suggesting just a regular
That's
job?
a regular job.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about like outside, like
No,
like not a
anything
regular job?
that's a hustle. I don't knock any way to make money. I don't think you was doing this, so I'm not trying to put this on you. But nothing is wrong with working McDonald's or
Absolutely.
any fast food. Yeah, I
No.
know that's not what you're doing. So I
They-
don't.
They're hiring $14.50 is a lot.
even
Even
if
my
it-
son over there.
Even if it still was $6 or whatever,
Yeah.
as long as you're working, I'm not knocking no person for any way that
You gotta
making
respect the
money
hustle.
when it's an honest dollar. I'm
Yeah.
not knocking any of it.
Yeah.
$14 an hour or $1,400 an hour. I'm not knocking your hustle when it's legal and you really busting ass.
Yeah.
So
What
yeah,
if
so
that
okay,
hustle
cool.
involves like scamming or some shit?
No, that's not cool. That you robbing people. You're
I'm-
stealing now.
I was just curious because you said hustle and
No,
Yeah.
hustle, like legal hustles. Not,
Yeah, legal
not
hustle.
don't hustle. Not hustling someone. I respect someone on the corner shooting dice before I respect someone just literally just stealing
just
from someone.
taking from
At
somebody
least you
else.
gambling with your bread. At least you know what you're in it for. You could come up. You might not. At least you know what's happening to you.
Yeah.
I don't just walk by
you
John
and-
Doe and my wallet missing.
Come
So,
about that.
so we've met several OnlyFans people. We've had a couple on this show before, and maybe they'll join and comment if they, later on when we're talking about our subject that we have for today. But where a lot of them already have jobs too. They have. This is their side hustle. They have a job though.
Mhm.
So I think you're mainly talking about the people who just went, no pun intended, they went balls in. They just did the damn thing and went in deep in the OnlyFans shit. And
No pun intended, but you
No
keep trying
pun
to use
intended.
adjectives and try to
Seven-
use.
seven more in.
seven different innuendo. Is there a place in the world for the OnlyFans people who got to give up their hustle? Like where do they go? Like for real though, where do they go?
So you're saying if they wanted to stay in the same realm of
Yeah.
the OnlyFans type
I mean,
of thing?
I don't know. So it seems to me that OnlyFans people, there's a plethora of qualifications that they have behind that too. It's not just people who go out and fuck or show this shit on camera. There's a lot of different people. It's people who literally just like they left good jobs. To
We
do
know how to
other-
dance
do this?
around the subject.
Yeah.
The press release was that they are no longer allowing porn on the site.
Okay.
So we know they do a whole bunch of other shit. Let's just keep the
This-
convo there
this
so
how
we
they
don't have
do-
to all keep giving the disclaimer.
This how they do.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
we don't all have to keep saying we know there's a bunch of other.
But
shit.
I'm just saying,
right
like,
now we're
this-
talking about
This is what they
sex
could do
workers.
Right.
because we're trying to help them and look for another way out for them. And this
Okay.
is good. This is good, right? What they do, they cop another phone or whatever, so they can start just like they stream whatever they drop. Let's say they want to start dropping on Thursdays. Every Thursday is whoever their original contents are, or contenters, whatever you want to call them. And this way, actually, it could become tax free for them. But that's neither here nor there. You ain't hear me say it. They have people pay them directly, whoever their people are. They all can almost like a Google Meet type of shit, right? They had a
Okay.
video set up, and she could still get the same shit popping, except no one's invited. You can't be invited into the room unless you have the just like Google
Like
Chats.
the past.
Okay.
Like you need
Yeah.
a certain phone number, however it's set up in Google.
Yeah.
We all do morning meetings,
Zoom
or,
and shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
that type
Okay.
of thing. So everyone for that week, and it's Twitch weekly. You send it to your fans, your OnlyFans, which is now just whatever you calling them now, and they can still watch you and you can still do your thing. The same exact setup. How you always done.
Wait,
That's
so
how they beat the
So he's
system.
basically saying just host it yourself.
Host
Just host it themselves.
in a
and-
private Zoom
and-
or whatever.
And OnlyFans or no other platform is taking any off the top.
yeah, so I always wondered that though. Like, so why do the OnlyFans? Why literally just not take the video? I guess it's the payment processing, right? Because how do you get people to
Well,
give
I'm
you the money?
assuming. Well, also on OnlyFans, don't your videos get to stay up? That's the difference. They no longer
It's
stays
like a
up.
database.
Right? You have to find a place to store these videos.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, but if you just want the live
You
aspect,
can host whatever you want on your own website.
right.
You can easily.
That's what I'm
do that.
saying. Could you just do that?
Difference is OF wasn't they're coding and doing all the shit for you.
I think
You
it was
would
just
have
easy. It was easy.
Yeah, it was like everything else.
Just, if y'all didn't know, our homie Grio, who is in the room right now, and he mentioned before, what was he saying? He was saying something about it being an easy job. Like
Before
OnlyFans-
pre-show.
yeah,
He was
pre-show.
basically just saying it is lazy. It's a lazy way to get bread.
It's a lazy way to get bread.
And at the time, he was taking on it.
I'm not going to subscribe to the lazy way to get bread because, like I said, I couldn't fuck for a living, and so and if that's what they're doing, I wouldn't necessarily call that lazy. I'm sure you get quite a workout and exhausted, and calling it lazy is kind of a little bit out of touch. But I'm not gonna say that. they're
Chris,
lazy.
why don't you think you could fuck? For a
Yeah,
living?
that's what I was laughing about.
I don't think I could fuck for a living.
I mean, you just said you don't think you could fuck for a living.
Yeah.
I'm asking you
He's
why do
asking
you
you
not think so?
why you think that.
I mean, literally, like your job is to go. So I work an 8-hour day. Normally,
They don't work 8-hour days.
that's true. Good point. I couldn't fuck 8 hours a day. Basically, is
I
what
don't-
I'm saying.
Well, you could if you use some enhancement that you claim you don't need
Jesus,
from
we're
last
going
week.
back to that, right?
I mean, I'm
We'll- we'll-
you know?
What I'm just saying is that I couldn't be an exclusive OnlyFans person, so I'm not gonna call it easy or easy way out or lazy, basically. But I think that there's a place for them, and they can always go back. What do we say, Mike? Pornhub. Somebody's gonna pick up the
Yeah.
platform.
Reach and Nova, which is a hard name. It says OnlyFans about to drop a whole audience. Someone will scoop them up. Another idea. I know it's cash tips, but I just want to read that because it applied.
Yeah, so that's pretty
Okay.
much what I got. That's my cash tip. Y'all running yourself. Do like Google Meet or Google Meeting Room. Do something like that. Set up your own platform. Y'all can still get shit shaking.
What about like a Clubhouse that's not audio?
I think
If you have the capital to make an app, if I had the capital right now to make an app, I'd make the app.
Like all these motherfuckers got the capital to make an app. They've been making $30,000 a
Yeah,
month
but it's
for
seldom that you get
2
an
years.
opportunity 2 months in advance to prep for the fact that a bunch of people finna get dropped for some popping shit. If we was making a social media site and Facebook was like, "Hey, we're done, we're closing shop," we would be hyped right
Hold
now.
on.
We'd be fucking partying from the rafters.
Hold on, let's be real though.
Whatever that phrase.
Because
Is.
I'm gonna say
We'd be
this to the
hanging
only-
from the rafters partying.
no,
to the
I don't-
OnlyFans.
as a black man, I don't be hanging from nothing. I don't even like to hang
Oh, you
out.
never monkey bar?
I don't even like to hang out.
So no. So this is my message to the OnlyFans people. I know it's cash deals, but just my tidbits is that if you been making all this money, like a lot of people have been making a lot of money. A lot of people haven't been making a lot of money, but a lot of people have been making a lot of money. Supposedly, they've been putting that stuff out there. You've been making all this money, and you haven't putting that shit aside for another hustle or something else. I'm not gonna say shame on you, but that's just was piss poor planning. Because what did Kevin Samuels say? What the fuck are you gonna do when that platform redoes their
It
business
retools, yeah.
their business plan? You know, and as Kevin Samuels will say, I'm gonna echo him. I hate to be an echo chamber. McDonald's is hiring, Subway is hiring, Home Depot is hiring. You can nail it in at Home Depot.
Grill said
You know.
Uncle Sam. Come through to Uncle Sam.
You know, join the military. You know,
I misquote. They can join us at Uncle Sam. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
yeah, no, not me. Yeah, them, absolutely.
Yeah, they.
Steve, thank
Yeah,
you so
tips,
much.
thank you, bro.
That's a great
Yeah.
cash tips, y'all. So let's get into the
Get your hustle and respect all hustles unless it's illegal.
yeah, and we'll be standing by for the next platform. There'll be something else.
Also, but also in the same breath, I do got to end it. I do still respect the jokes.
Oh yeah,
I still respect the
I see
jokes.
what you're doing.
Like so, like sometimes you gotta take it and get it how you get it. And I respect the jokes. Like sometimes you gotta rob a nigga or two or scam a nigga or two. I get it. But yeah, I respect the jokes. Y'all be safe though.
All right, 100. Y'all, let's get to it. All right, guys, we're in the mix now. And this honestly, I have to give a shout out to the Tampa Bay events and discussions group on Facebook. If you live in Tampa, you're an entrepreneur, someone in the music industry, if you're a podcaster, anybody that's doing things in Tampa, you're not part of this group. It's a huge group, about 11,000 people in this group right now, and literally the discussions that come out of this group are insane. And I just got to put that out there just because I kind of got my inspiration from there for In the Mix this week. And so basically, I'm gonna put up the graphics so that everybody who's watching right now, and when you watch a little bit later on the repeat, that you can kind of read it yourself. I don't have my glasses, as they pointed out, so if one of you two could actually read this for us.
Mike, actually,
I actually can see it, but I have it on my phone. So
okay, you're cheating. You're cheating.
I can see. Want me to read it from there? What attracts a man's attention doesn't always attract his respect. What turns a man's head doesn't always turn his heart. Ladies, dress how you want to be approached and talked to. Don't dress like a street vendor and
What is it, Hooked on Phonics?
Expect to be. I can't read those last two words. Oh, it's on my screen.
It is on your screen.
Don't dress like a street vendor and expect to be treated like a queen.
All right,
no, that's pretty far for that small.
I get it. I thought you was reading it on your screen though. So basically, so this was actually posted by a gentleman on the group named Ahmad Tony, and Ahmad was supposed to be on the show. I have not heard back from Mike. If you could just check our social just to see if he's in the queue and therefore it's just in case, because we want to have him on to talk about this. But it is actually a post from another gentleman on the group named what is his name?
I thought you were talking about Nori. You was like, what? Yeah, I thought Nori was in the group?
No, he was not in the group. I fucking lost it. I'll put it back up here real quick. This is just...
What's wrong with hitting this high-pitched voice? You want to be an opera singer?
No.
Have you ever thought about it?
Our boy Ja also, and the one we know, but again, this is the Tampa Bay events and discussions group. Actually, he put this out here, and it's kind of interesting because basically he's making a commentary, and I don't know the context of this picture or anything like that. You can see there's females out there, they're dressed as people would call scantily clad or whatever,
or provocative.
Provocative is a good word.
Comfortably,
I say comfortably. That's my thing. I say comfortably. We'll get a little bit more into that in a second. But it was just his observation, and I thought it was a good topic. But it garnered probably a good 500, 600 comments, and mostly women, some men, actually basically coming out and basically saying that should it fucking matter? Should it matter how a woman dress? And should it affect how a man approaches them, how they approach by men or women for that matter, how they're dressed? Should it really affect how you treat them and how you approach them? Ponder that. So I will say there was so much mixed information coming from that particular comment that it baffled me a little bit. And we have a couple guests on that are going to talk about. They actually commented on. We actually put it on our IG, and then they commented on it too. A lot of women are basically saying this is misogynistic. This is another man making an observation that is insecure. That's bringing down women, anti-woman, anti-feminist. What did I say? I said misogyny. Somebody clearly who's lonely and just why is their commentary on how they're dressed? Why does it even matter? And then you have the other side that's basically saying, well, let's just be honest. How you actually put it out there is how what you put into the world is what people see, and what people see is how they react. So you can't really expect a man or anybody for that matter to treat you a certain way if you dress a certain way. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Thoughts? Mike, why don't you talk?
I'm actively doing something else.
Oh, you have to do something else? Because I want to hear your point, because you actually had a different opinion than me.
I guess, in short, we did briefly talk about this. In short, my part of the conversation is this. You can't come into a situation, dress a certain way, and expect not to have a certain response. I would preface that with all people are due respect off the rip, no matter what they look like. However, if we're not just talking about like some job shit, some interview, or some normal, whatever you're trying to do, if we're in a dating situation and you want me to think of you as more than, then whatever your definition of less than is, don't dress like it. Because not even say the person that's receiving has an opportunity to make a judgment. So you get you get the part you dress for.
So I mean that kind of comes up with the Griot's over here nodding his head, but that kind of, don't you think that kind of comes to a point where, what if these women that are out? So you said a dating situation.
It depends on what you're doing.
So let's just assume that they are out at a concert.
That's cool.
Or a bar.
That's proper. That's proper. That's fine.
But proper as like you have a.
You want to say
like
it again?
what? Yeah, like what is she wearing? Is she's wearing what at a concert? She's wearing that at a
that's
concert.
comfortable. It's hot outside. We in Florida. You good?
It's
You
basically
straight.
it's cutoffs. That I think she was wearing high heels, bikini top. I mean, I can't see the front of her, but I'm assuming it's a bikini top type thing. Other girls basically wearing the same. And if you kind of pan over to everybody else's kind of, they're all kind of wearing the same thing.
Okay.
A lot of skin showing basically, and this one is actually just showing some cheeks. So
and they look good. Like it ain't
Okay.
a big deal if we're in a situation. If you're wearing a bikini in a grocery store, you look like a weirdo. You're wearing a bikini at a pool party, then you're good.
Yeah, that
If you want to
pretty
see it
much.
closer.
wait,
Yeah, okay, now I can see.
what? Wait a minute. So you saying you can't wear a bikini at the grocery store?
No, they won't let you in.
That's not true.
If you got shorts on the bottom, maybe, and you're a female.
That's
but
absolutely that particular outfit. I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna pull
we're
this
not
up.
talking about that outfit. I was talking when I said bikini. You know what I meant.
Like a
I meant
bottom.
full bikini.
Like a full on bikini, like a
No
bottom.
coverall, no nothing. Just bikini, no shoes. You just walk
I
into
mean,
the shit.
generally speaking, this is damn near bikini bottom. I think
Okay.
Renee has a bikini bottom that kind of fits just like that. It's tight, showing ass cheeks, and basically goes up high waisted like that too.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying. Like
When I say bikini, I mean the traditional two-piece,
Okay.
stomach out, shoulders out, chest out, ass out, whatever. Just walking straight into that, they're going, excuse me, you need a little more clothing in this situation.
Let's see.
At the end of the day, first, all right, not even at the end. First and foremost, everyone deserves respect, no matter how you're dressed, no matter what you could be butt ass naked. You still need to be. I would think there's an issue here, but with
If you're butt ass
respect,
naked,
like
yeah.
no one deserves to just touch on you just because, or that's what I mean. Like you deserve.
I said the same. You deserve respect.
You deserve
off rip.
respect. That's it. But in the same breath, depending on what you're walking into, if you're dressed a certain way, it's just the way society is. You will be judged depending on that. I guarantee if you could work your whole entire life for a certain dream job. Let's say you want to be an astronaut.
Okay.
You finally get the interview to be the astronaut. I guarantee if you walk in with your ass out, your ass probably ain't gonna get it. So you got to dress the part of kind of what you're looking for, to be honest. So if you're going to a club,
Okay.
right? Nothing wrong with dressing a certain way for the club aspect.
Yeah,
I
rock
mean, you're
out.
going to a club. But then again, if you're coming to meet my family for Thanksgiving, the first time ever, and you're about to be around my whole entire family, like, why are you even that comfortable to wear something like, if we're talking about that outfit?
Yeah, you gonna be
Something
cheeks out,
like
my
that.
uncles and them.
Like you're the only one damn near bare ass in the plastic seats outside on Thanksgiving. When you standing up and shit gonna be all stuck to your ass and shit. And
It's gonna be a line on the ass and everything.
no,
like
but
that?
seriously, like, so everything, there is an appropriate way of dressing. That's not just for women. That's for men as well.
Can we dig a little deeper?
Let's go deeper.
Because we all.
No pun
do you
intended.
disagree
Only
with what
fans.
we just said?
No.
Okay.
So
Inherently, on the surface
let me
level,
just-
we
let me-
always respect, and you dress the part
yeah,
you
let's-
want.
let-
But let's go deeper.
let me get my surface level real quick. 100%. Everybody deserves to be respected no matter what you're wearing. There are certain situations where you should dress a certain way. Like 100%, you should be in church with a bikini. Okay, cool. You ain't necessarily got to wear one of those full on, like my grandma had the church suit with the skirt and the hat and all that
Like
stuff.
that.
That's not necessary. You can wear whatever you want. Some would even say, I mean, they used to get side eye at my church for wearing tight dresses. You wear tight dresses at my
Yeah.
News Eye Missionary
Wherever
Baptist
you
Church. I'm calling out.
In a normal black church, you're gonna
Yeah,
get that.
you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that response. My thing is,
Come
That's
as you
because
are.
they catch the eye of Mr. James.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
This nigga, hold on, before we get into this, because I gotta say something. This motherfucker here, did you say something about Mr. James
I did.
around my
In front of his
actual
mom. In
mother?
front of his mom.
You said some of that shit around my actual
I didn't say
mother.
it to her. She was talking about something, and I was like, "Yeah, that's what Mr. James be about." And Clark caught it, and she.
No, somebody else called it.
No.
I think Renee looked at me.
I
and
thought
goes,
it was Renee too.
"Renee,
Yeah,
who's Mr. James?"
yeah, because then we had to play it down. It was funny. I would never disrespect. It was just funny that you.
I forgot to say this. Fuck you for that, by
I'll
the
take
way.
it.
Fuck you
I'm
for
owed
that.
it.
But anyhow,
What I would be talking about actually fucking my mom.
he
man.
does, but not
No, I
in
never
front of his
did. I
actual
never said
mother.
that anything ever in my
Well,
life.
how would you be his father if you didn't fuck his
like
mom?
150 of these 200 episodes.
You
You
mean
talking
you
about my
know
mom.
people are fathered that never touched their mothers?
Oh, you Jesus.
It's just only real weird when I
I mean,
realize how much
God,
I look
don't
like my
even
You
mom.
might
believe
have
that.
thought he was in the room.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god! All right, back to your point. Surface
No,
level breakdown of
but surface level breakdown is that everybody deserves respect because one of the aspects that Homeboy in the actual post forgot is that a dude can walk out there in a certain way too. Like there's certain things that certain negative impressions that people get of us when we out and about doing our different things, wearing certain things that you can't wear. I mean, we don't have to get into the getting stopped by the cops or getting negative looks, people clutching their purses. There's a lot of things that go along with that.
But
But
we
keeping it
actually,
on female.
yeah, right. That actually is a part of it though.
Yeah.
Because for example, when I know how I look when I go out on certain. I don't dress in the corporate world how I do on the weekends.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, I'll tell you what, my younger stuff, 21, 22, 23-year-old Steve, dreads, gold teeth, baggy clothes. I know how I look. Whole time doing Monday through Friday, corporate as fuck. In the office. Corporate world.
Yeah.
Weekends, gold teeth, dreads out, baggy clothes. Look
You
completely
be buttoning
different.
up those two
Chains.
buttons, you got them all buttoned them up.
Huh?
when you
No,
at
it
work.
wasn't no button up. He was talking baggy clothes. He's talking about
No, I'm
Mesquite
talking about,
shirts.
So you're saying when you have
When-
the
when
buttons
you-
open, they be buttoned up.
They be buttoned up.
Oh yeah, all the way up. Yeah, exactly. So weekends, Mesquite shirts, Jabot jeans,
We're talking
Nikes or
back in the
Timbs.
day.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
but I know how I look. I know walking into a
Jabot
store.
shirts and
I know
pants.
walking into a store how I look to these people. I understand I look like I might rob this bitch. So they looking at me a little bit longer than maybe someone else that walked in there. But honestly, I'm dressed like a thug. I'm
Okay.
dressed the part. Granted, not one bit of robbery, not one bit of criminal bone was in
You've
my
never
body.
rubbed anybody. Okay, good.
Not one bit of criminal bone was in my body, but yet I can't ignore the fact I know how it looks with my dreads hanging. I know how it looks with
How
a
we look
mouthful
to the
of gold
person
teeth.
that's seeing us.
I know how I fucking look, so I can't get mad because someone might be a little hesitant to walk by or whatnot. Like they didn't hear me speak. I haven't opened my mouth. I haven't said anything. But on the physical, how I look, hell yeah, I know how I look. I know how I look, so I can't be mad when someone treats me as such. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I walked in there with a 3-piece suit buttoned up, nice, crisp, even super clean dress tied up, and I look professional. I didn't walk in that store like that.
So basically, what you're saying is that though the women who dress a certain way when they're out and about, and not on the let's throw out the corporate shit, let's throw out church, let's talk about out and about, club, in the store, grocery store, just out and about, right? So out and about in the world. So it's from 9 a.m. whatever your 9 a.m. is to whatever your 3 a.m. is. Let's do the whole thing, not on the weekend, not during the week going to work. The thing is that so nobody deserves to be come up on and come at with disrespect, right?
Correct.
But I think our position, if we would all agree, is why are you surprised? Why does it upset you? Because if you really think about it, how you portray yourself is how people are going to see you and how they're going to react to you.
And perception is reality.
Okay.
If my whole life I'm looking like I'm from TV to anything out you could be taught. If you're taught this type of woman looks like this, whatever this type of woman means, right? This type of woman, and then you see that woman, that's just kind of what you would perceive them at. So that becomes your reality. Do they still deserve respect like anyone else? Absolutely. But again, everything's within. It has to make sense. Again, if you're going to a club, everyone's similar. Everyone's dressed similar. It looks. You're going to blend in. That's how everyone's supposed to look. Everyone looks the same way. You know what I'm saying? No one's being extra judged. But again, you can't take that same exact club fit, man or woman, and then go into work the next day and expect to still have your job or expect to.
Hold that thought though,
Yeah.
Mike. You about to step out? Will you tee off what you said you wanted to get into something deeper though before you?
We're
you
going
go?
to dig the conversation a little deeper, but I think we should get Queen V in to
Queen
give her
V?
opinion.
Okay.
When I say a little deeper, remember the question in the meme is, and let me scroll back. I lost it. But the question in the meme is, or in our episode, is what she wearing turning the wrong heads? On the surface level, we all agree, dress for the part you want, but a little lower in the dating game, if you out here trying to find somebody and you not dressed for that part, whatever, if there's a guy who's like, that's the part, then obviously you with shits. But let's get on that level.
Okay.
What do you expect to get when you dress a certain way? And is the test that a dude be okay with it if that's how you want to rock?
Okay.
Like if you want to dress like a go-go girl, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, I'm just giving a look for the example, and your guy was with it, 100%. There's dudes who date strippers. And again, I don't mean to relate.
Are there dudes that marry strippers?
I don't know.
Strippers
But
are.
the question
people
at
marry
hand
strippers.
is, if you're a normal person trying to date a normal person, is what you're wearing the difference between certain guys and other guys.
Okay, let's bring Miss Queen V in. Let me get you in here somehow. Our guest, and actually, you know what? Hold on one second, because I don't normally work. Let's bring. Whoa, there you are. All right, so I'm just going to ask if you can, for me, turn your computer down just a little bit so it doesn't echo. If you can, just a little bit. So welcome to the Port Podcast. I want you to introduce yourself. So right now, Mike apparently has to go to the bathroom like a baby. So while he is there, let me get you on position on the screen a little bit better. There we go. Introduce yourself for the people watching right now, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is Queen V.
Okay.
And I'm also known as V the Voice.
All right. And what do you do?
Well, I do a little bit of everything. I'm a marketing director. I also do brand consulting. I'm an artist advisor. I do content creation, and I have a website where I highlight anybody that's doing anything creative, and I put up content for them.
What's the name of the website?
VTheVoice.com.
And I have to say, before we get into our topic, you are great. We have worked with you a little bit, and I have to say that you are fantastic. And we are looking forward to working with you even more. And we're just happy to have. I'm happy to have you on the show. And when you actually said yes, I was like, really humbled.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So basically, we got into the topic, and basically, I kind of talked to you a little. I sent you all of the information earlier, so you kind of know what we were talking about. What are your thoughts? Just your surface level thoughts, and we'll get into a little bit deeper. Go ahead.
I mean, definitely, no matter how you dress, you definitely deserve respect. So I don't even know why the way you dress is even a topic anymore, because however you are dressed, you're attracting whoever you want. Like, if I'm dressed a certain way and you're not attracted to that, then by all means, keep it moving. I don't need you I don't even want you in my life, because I'm dressed for myself. But one thing that people need to understand is that the way people dress is an expression of themselves. It's to make themselves happy. They're not doing this for anybody else. I don't get dressed for anybody but myself. I dress the way I want to dress. I dress the way that makes me feel happy. So I don't understand why the way someone is dressed is anybody's concern. I get that, in certain situations you have to dress a certain way, but I'm going to dress my style to meet your family. And that's it.
So I think the question, and I'm gonna throw the graphic back up there again. I don't know if you can see this where we are right now. So basically, oh boy, and again, this is we were supposed to have the guy that actually posted this on the post on the show. I don't know, maybe he's running late. He's not able to join. We just haven't quite heard yet. But when I'm reading this, he's basically saying, I think he's speaking to women. In my brain, I see him speaking to women who are not with somebody, right? So if your dude like that and your dude is rocks with it, it's cool. Me personally, I think my wife is beautiful. I love it when she wears dresses and high heels and all that stuff. And if she shows a little bit, I'm okay with that to a certain extent. But I think this gentleman was talking to females in general who are say single, say they don't have a man, right? And because basically the show is all about how is that type of dressing preventing you from getting the right type of man or the right type of person? I want to just say man, the right type of person. What are your thoughts on that?
No, again, the way I dress is to attract the person that I want. I've been dressing. I mean, when I was 20, this was being overdressed. Like, this was too covered. I was dressing in the shortest, like that picture was me in my 20s, and I still attracted a king because my king understood that is how I dressed. It had nothing to do with the way I behaved, because he went out with me as a friend, dressed the way that I dressed, with however I wanted to dress, mini skirt, cleavage.
Right, your peers understand you. Your peers understand you. It's a lot different, like when your peers understand you. She's correct. That's how you said you just found your king, because he understood how you would dress, because it's like a coded language. He understands the language, except it's in dress here, But
he would see the way I would act. Just because I was dressed a certain way didn't mean I was acting a certain way. I still carry myself like a queen, no matter how the hell I'm dressed. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just a costume. This is how I decorate my temple, my body. And I still acted like a queen. And that's why I attracted a king. I didn't attract just anybody. I attracted a king who still to this day does not tell me how to dress, because that's ridiculous to tell somebody how to dress. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, a woman.
Is that a real thing? Do men actually even tell women how to dress? Like, is that a thing?
I've never said such a thing to my chick.
I've heard it from a lot of females. I've even been told, like, oh, that's amazing that you could do your makeup like that. I wish. I'm like, wow.
Oh.
So I think men do tell women how to do. I think there's men that actually mandate how women
Like Kanye
dress.
was saying that to
Yeah.
Kim,
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
use a celebrity example.
Yeah, but is it more on the other end that they want them to dress down, or is it want them to dress like to cover up? I think that it would that make more sense for a man to tell a woman to dress like cover up? Like I don't want that out there.
Yes, I
But-
agree. Yes.
Do
It's
y'all feel the type?
ridiculous.
So let me go ahead,
Nell
Mike.
said,
Or Steve. Sorry.
and I'm not sure who Nell is, but salute to you in the comment section. They said they absolutely do. Dominican men do specifically. I guess.
I hate when
yeah.
people do
That
that.
cultural thing.
Yeah. You hate people do what?
When they boggled it down to like a certain person, like for instance, like a Dominican man. Nah, not all. I'm sure we can find a Dominican man that's gonna be like, nah, fuck out of here. That's not what we do.
I'm guessing from their experience, Dominican men do. Culturally, there are culture. I could imagine certain cultures, not just Dominicans or Latinos. There are Asian cultures where people like there's a standard for how you gotta be and how
Yeah.
you look in the public. Hell, even Muslims like that's dictated in the
Well, that's their
Quran.
religion.
It's their religion, but your religion is your culture sometimes. You
So-
can imagine an Indian girl dressing like the concert girl from the picture and getting off in India like
What's going to
that.
get stoned?
I'm not saying they are. I'm saying, could you imagine that happening in her
Crab man getting
being
stoned.
respected in her culture? I'm not stoning.
I'm
nobody.
gonna
Hey,
read
the
a,
chick with the cheeks out, run it.
I'm gonna read a quick comment
'Cause
on.
I'm black too.
I'm gonna read a quick comment on our socials real quick. Just gonna read a quick comment. I want you to comment on it for us, Queen V. Just real quick. So this is actually
Okay.
from Gwen Green on at Gwen Green on Facebook. Excuse me. I do need my glasses. Damn. She says, I was taught a lady, which the characteristics, walk, talk, and dresses behaviors of a lady aren't those of the run-of-the-mill females, as my grandmother calls them. It's the lady's responsibility to make sure she respects herself. That self-respect is shown in the ways, manners of her appearance, behaviors, mannerisms, etc. I was always taught you dress for success. That goes for success personally, professionally, dating, marriage, etc. She was etc. a lot. A lady can dress elegantly, beautifully, sexy, alluring without showing off all or most of her goodies. It's very rare and hard to find large sums of money, diamonds, or any precious stones laying just haphazardly on the ground. You find this is long. I'm not gonna read no more. That's enough. But basically, you get the point. She's basically saying it was the common theme of I think the socials with a lot of the women that did not agree with you. They were basically saying she's not showing she's not respecting herself.
That's cool. We used to also not be allowed to vote. We used to
Mm.
also be taught that we had to, take care of the man and clean the house. Times have changed and people have changed, and so has culture. I grew up also being told, that's too much. And you know what? I still did it. So my family started to have to respect it. This is how she expresses herself. You think my family was happy when I came out with red hair? No, but it's how I chose to express myself. And if you love somebody, then you accept the way that they choose to express themselves because this is them. This is how they feel happy. So I get it and I understand it and I completely respect it. If you still follow a certain tradition, continue. That's very respectful. But there's also a large group of people like myself that just don't follow the norm. We don't follow tradition anymore. We make our own rules. And that's the kind of people who dress how, maybe the way that people don't agree with. But I've always been a rebel, if that's the word we could use. So I'll dress however I want. If you don't think I'm respecting myself, you're entitled to your opinion. But what you have to say about me or what you think about me is none of my business. I'm going to continue to dress and do whatever I want because the day that I have to die, you're not taking my place. So you're not going to tell me how to live, how to dress, or how to act. I'm going to act and do what I want respectfully.
And I can respect that. I'm gonna ask you a question because in your situation, it's unique to you and the king you found. But if you're competing in a different arena, let's just for shits and giggles say you wanted Mr. Corporate, whatever that means to you, a house with a picket fence, straight laced, whatever dude that couldn't necessarily jive with the colorful hair. Because like Steve said a second ago, your peers understand you. You probably do want to date somebody in your peer group. But what if you are the person where your type isn't necessarily with that? I guess in a shallow way, let me ask you this. Could you clean it up to match the corporate view just for an introduction, just for the meeting?
Here's the thing. If I wanted someone that was corporate, I probably wouldn't be this. I did work in corporate and it was the most miserable 8 years of my life. I hated it. They asked me to change my hair. I did it. They asked me to change the way I dressed. I hated it. And when they gave me a promotion, I quit because I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to be myself. And I found a place that allows me to be whoever I want. And then I started to do my own thing, and now I'm happier. So if I wanted to be that person, I probably, this wouldn't make me happy. Being, covered up and corporate and the black hair and all that, that's probably would have been more my bag. But that's not what I want. So that's not what I'm going to dress for. I dress for the part I want. This is it. That's
Okay, so you hit the nail on the head at the tail end there. You dress for the part you want. So people, if the question here in this episode is what she wearing turning the wrong heads, we're assuming that she wants something different than she's receiving. I don't want dick pics at 3 a.m. after the
Exactly.
club, and I don't necessarily want. And I'm speaking on behalf of that particular woman. She's saying this is what I want, and I'm not getting it. So is what I'm wearing fucking that up? And you would agree that yes, essentially, if it's different than you.
Yeah, I've gone to the club looking absolutely half naked and never received a dick pic after the club. I was respected because
Wait.
I'm a queen.
You never got a dick pic after the club, just on the rando?
No, I've had it in different situations, but
Okay,
not
just
like
not in that
after
one. I
seeing
got you.
me. Yeah, not in that. And another thing that I would like to clarify is I get harassed a lot more when I'm wearing a baggy shirt, pajama pants, my chancletas, and walking a 90-pound dog. Okay, I get harassed way more when I'm dressed like that, but I probably would not pay attention to the people who are harassing me when I'm dressed like that.
What do you consider harassment, by the way? From
Oh
just
my
curious, from
god.
that walking,
Oh my
from
god.
walking your 90-pound dog, because that's sound like a big dog, and it sound like the person shouldn't want to enforce that. So, baggy clothes, 90-pound dog, chancletas. What's harassment
Bonnet.
to you? Bond and
Uh,
all. What's harassment to you?
I had a guy follow me all the way to like a couple of blocks. He was like, "Oh, I seen you from somewhere." I'm like, "No, you haven't." He's like, "No, I have," and I'm like, "I'm sure you haven't." And I
That's
continued to
crazy.
walk, and he just followed me all the way to my block. I'm like, "This is just ridiculous, like
Damn. So is it
inappropriate."
is it every cat calling?
Catcalling?
Yeah.
Catcalling? Yeah, of course. I mean, I also had somebody jump out of a car and try to talk to me while my husband
Damn.
was a couple of feet behind.
Damn, that's
Okay.
wild. And I will definitely say,
shoot wild
no,
shots.
no matter what you wear, again, no one deserves to be disrespected. I just seen a video of the other day of this woman just walking. I believe it was in New York, minding her own business on her phone, whatever. This guy runs up behind her, like he had to put a little jog on. He jogged up a little bit and like grabbed her behind, and and of course she started defending herself, like, "What the fuck is you doing?" Like, it was no audio, but it clearly looked like, "What the fuck is you doing?" She went and she like slapped him or swung at him, and the coward had nerve to really like beat her ass.
Damn.
Like, he had nerve. It's like the nerve of you to stop me from doing, like, the entitlement he felt in that moment. It was insane. It really did enrage me. A woman simply could not just walk down the street, and she wasn't dressed. What you say, scantily?
Scantily clad.
They wasn't dressed in. She was just walking wherever she was walking. She was fully. She had pants on. It was so. Regardless of how you're dressed, you can still garner certain attention that you're not asking for. So that just goes to show you don't have to have your ass out to have bad
Yeah.
Negative
attention.
interactions, yeah.
But yeah. So I feel you. And so it sucks that you can't walk your
is-
dog baggy clothes, bonnet, chancletas, and still not get approached.
So twofold, because I got two questions. I'm just curious about that because if you notice about the actual, and I wish, oh boy, I hope that he's watching. If you're watching, I'm gonna call you out tomorrow because you kind of chumped us on a little. You kind of chumped us a little bit by not coming on. You posted it, defend it. You know what I'm saying? Defend your shit.
What is it?
He's not. I can't seem to find him. He doesn't.
I mean, like, about what's the comment that
He's posted the comment. The guy that posted the actual comment himself was supposed to be on the show, and he's kind of ducking us a little bit. So I don't know. He's not
do you
responding.
recall his comment?
Yeah, you read it.
I don't remember it.
The actual post itself. The actual
post
picture.
was
The
his
actual
post.
post was his post.
I misunderstood. I thought
yeah.
you meant a commenter. was
No.
something.
This is an actual guy. The guy that actually posted the shows was supposed to come on the show, and he's kind of ducking us a little bit. So I'll
That's all
put.
good.
Yeah, anyhow, my question is, if you notice though, the picture is kind of taken from far away. It's not anything close up, and so it's kind of one of those things that it's almost like a passive commentary of women out there. But in the actual comments, I mean, there's 400 comments. It was split down the middle, 50-50. And you basically have people literally saying, I'll play something in a second, but basically it's somebody basically, the gist of people talking is basically it's half and half. if you dress like this, you cannot be surprised if you're going to get a shit response. And I think, and for you, 100%, I agree with you 100%. This is, you're dressing for your peers, like Steve said. You're dressing, you're trying to attract who you want to attract, and damn everybody else. So let's take you out of let's let you just be a representative for your gender for right now. What about the other women who literally just want to be sexy? I want to be sexy. I want to be out there. I want to wear. I want to, because let's be real. You go to any of the stores in the mall, the shorts are halfway up the ass and halfway up the navel. It's not. That's just the style right now. To be honest with you, what do you say to them though that aren't necessarily trying? They're not. Their king is on a different level than your king. You know, are we saying to them that hey, you need to dress better if you're going to get somebody that's going to respect you better?
No, absolutely not. I don't think you understand my point. I dressed the way I dressed and attracted the king I wanted. I attracted someone. Okay, so I'm going to give you my favorite quote from Sex and the City that sums it up. And I probably am going to mess it up. Damn, I'm going to mess it up because I'm thinking about it. It's about like some women are like a wild horse. They're not meant to be tamed. They're meant to run free with another horse, you know, like run free. I messed the whole photo, but they're meant to run free with another wild horse. I wasn't meant to be tied down and settled down and be told what to do and what to dress. And that's why I found somebody who has the same mentality. Now, if the woman is trying to attract somebody like that, then you continue to, don't settle. Like until you find the person that allows you to dress the way you want to, do the things you want to, you know, then you don't settle until you find that person. Like I have been in plenty of situations where somebody told me that's not appropriate, and I said, okay, then I'm not the girl for you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you want to attract a person that accepts you for who you are, then you continue to live your life the way you want, and you will find that person, because anybody else is just not the one for you. You're going to be unhappy. And that's how people end up being in miserable situations, because they settle down with somebody and they're not even happy with the person that they're with.
So, Queen, what I was kind of getting at earlier, I agree with your point that you just made right here, right? And I've said a similar version of what I'm about to say on this pod before. That works for you because you know who you are. There are tons of people who live in this planet who see themselves as something that they aren't, whether that be through upbringing, experience, self-worth, whatever, where they think they want a certain thing and they don't realize that that's not it. So depending on your situation, and I don't want to create a certain scenario that can be just answered in one question, I'll ask you open-ended. If your man doesn't match your outlook on how you should be, like if your man was in politics and he's like, I can't have a woman on my side that doesn't work, and y'all perfect in every other way, that look just doesn't work for me. But versus if your man's an artist or he works in some creative field or owns his own business, I can rock with you. You help me. You're big, and you're like, I may need hypothetically a Michelle Obama, and Queen V just doesn't fit in this mold of what I'm doing, but we might be otherwise perfect. How could somebody reconcile that? Not you, but how could that girl who doesn't quite match the look of what she wants?
First thing is, you cannot be in a relationship if you don't have a relationship with yourself. You need to self-discover yourself. You need to find out who you are, and you need to love yourself for who you are, or else you cannot enter a healthy relationship. It won't work. So until you know who you are, you won't know what you want. So if somebody was to approach me and we were perfect, I met Nova 10 years ago. It wasn't in the same situation that we are now. I met him actually 11 years ago. We got together 10 years ago. So we dated for a year where he was able to see who I really was. But it wasn't the same situation. We came up together, built our brands together. If he was,
y'all seem damn near perfect.
if
On the same
thank
path,
you.
on the same journey, and then y'all met each other.
Yeah,
But you know that
appreciate that.
y'all are the exception to the rule, though.
That's
you know
what
that,
I'm
right?
getting at, yeah.
I mean, I didn't settle and he didn't settle. I don't believe in an exceptional rule. I just feel like we knew who we were and we followed the path that we wanted to follow. I knew who I was, and I knew that I wasn't going to just be with anyone. If it was that we were in a perfect situation and he hit me with I want to be a politician and you won't work for me, that's the end of our relationship. I'm not going to work for you. And I know who I am. Remember, I did corporate. I did do the whole button down outfits, and I hated it. I was not happy. I hated every moment of it. I hated when they told me I needed to dye my hair black. I hated it when I had to wear these button downs and these pencil skirts and just it didn't feel like me. So if I'm with somebody that's asking me to be this way, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna be
That
miserable,
person isn't for you. If that's the
It's
case,
not for me.
that's not your person.
And that's great
because
advice.
I know who I am already. It took me years, and yes, we grew up together. I mean, it wasn't perfect in the beginning. We both went through life lessons together, and we both figured out who we wanted to be. It just happens that we still work together, you know. But it wasn't like we met 10 years ago, and I'm like, I'm Queen V. This is who I am. Accept me. I was Vanessa. I
Gotcha.
was building to be who I am today, and he was building to be who he is today. But we just knew that the way I never bothered him about anything, and he never bothered me about anything. We were able to run free together, and we knew that that is what we were looking for in a partner, and that was what we were not going to settle for unless we found that. And that's what I mean. I wasn't going to settle for somebody who wasn't going to let me run free. And when I found somebody who I could like hang out with and everything was cool and we just ran free together, I was like, this is it.
That's where it's at.
And 11 years later, here we are.
And I think what you're saying is important, and I wish that you had a megaphone for the world, because the fact of the matter, no, seriously, like, because the fact of the matter is that that's not the consensus amongst everybody's not. You're willing to wait for that right person to come into your life that's going to accept you for who you are, but it's like Mike said, a lot of women, a lot of men too, but we're talking about women in particular right now. A lot of women don't know who they are. Especially like if I look at that picture, and I'm going to use that picture as because that's what we have, but I'm going to just use that as a blanket for everything else. Those look like younger girls, right? I don't know how old you are. You look amazing. I don't know how old you are, and I'm not going to ask, but I assume just thinking about how you speak with wisdom, and with wisdom comes age and experience. So you're definitely not 21. But I think a lot of these women are 21 years old and they're out there and they want to be sexy and they want to dress a certain way, but they're upset because a man's going to walk up to them and be like, God damn, which is disrespectful. Let's be real. 100%. We not agree, men in the room. That's kind of disrespectful. But
Where are we?
Where are we?
When I say that.
When I say that, not church.
We're not at the club.
We're not at church.
We're walking through the bar or some shit.
We at the bar.
Okay.
But to them, you're gonna say God damn to them to their face?
Compliment.
That's a compliment?
Damn. Okay.
Steve, is that a compliment?
I see you.
No, you sit up here real coy.
Well, you were talking. I was called for 3 seconds to your question.
No, I said you acted coy,
That's
not
a compliment.
quiet.
If we at the concert and I see Shorty with the cheeks out and I hit her with it, damn, she know what she put on. She know what she was trying to get, and I gave it to her.
Depending on how you say it.
What did you give there?
I'm not gonna be like, ew, terrible. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, like I'm with the shit. It's like, okay, thank you.
Depending on where you're at and how you say it and how you come across, there's a difference between a woman accepting a damn and not. But also, we all seen that meme. It was it's I believe it's Morris Chestnut and there's
Glover.
The
dude just say I look like
Faison Love.
Faison.
It's a meme with Morris Chestnut and Faison Love, and it was like the difference of
compliment and harassment.
What's a compliment and what's an harassment? They both can say the same thing, but depending on how you look as the man and present yourself as a man, that's how the woman accepts it as either harassing me or it's a compliment.
And then there's also the it's just so stupid. Kevin Hart when he's interviewing
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. They hit him with the
that's new.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like the way you say damn also plays into how this
is
works.
that offensive though? Like Queen, honestly, is that offensive if a man walks up to you dressed, you basically doing your thing, you say you wearing booty shorts, and let's just say you wearing booty shorts and a bikini top like that chick in the picture. Man walks up to you, he goes, God damn. Is that offensive?
At this point, I'm immune to it.
You're not married. You're 21. Let's go back to 21-year-old Queen V. Princess V.
She says she's immune.
I'm immune to it at this point. Yeah, it just happens so much. As long as you don't follow me or try to touch me.
Well, that's
exactly what you just said is exactly why I don't approach certain ways, because you've heard it already. Like there's nothing, and there's nothing a woman can, or nothing a man can do for the most part that woman hasn't already heard. So that's why I
not
don't
on some goddamn shit.
That's why I don't approach certain ways. That's
Imagine
exactly why I don't.
The new line though is Shorty walking like, I'm not even attracted to you, but this is new. to me,
That's basically
It's
what
not
they said.
possible, though.
That's
They
what they
be-
used to say to you.
women get it. What'd you say?
I said that's what they say to you, for real. Like
What?
you used to say all the time back in the day, women weren't always necessarily attracted to me, but how I approached her and what
I've
I
never
said.
such a thing. Women are always
You
attracted
said
to
what
me.
you said. You always say what you said.
No, but the
Go
truth,
ahead.
I'm fucking with
Go
Claude.
ahead.
I'm fucking with Claude. But no, in all truth, I may not be exactly your type, but give me a chance to speak to you. I have the gift of words and voice, and I know what I'm doing. That's different. That's me overcoming what could be seen as an obstacle versus me catcalling. I've never catcalled anyone in my life. All that bullshit. That's just not how I conduct myself.
I don't understand catcalling. Like I don't get it.
What do you think is going to happen here?
I don't get it. There has never been.
Exactly.
There's never been in the history of the world, and maybe in the history of the world, but I'm gonna just say in the history of my world, a cat call that was like, she's like, yeah, god damn, you whistle so good. Let me come over here and like talk to you. And I don't
Exactly. Like, oh, let me jump into your car with you. Like it depends on the situation. You got to be different to approach these women. If you want to attract a queen, you can't just be telling her, God damn, and then be like, oh, she's not a queen.
Well, hold on now.
Bro,
Not all the
did
time.
you see
but
how you
want a
picked her
queen.
up?
Not all the times you want a queen. Sometimes you want that peasant
Yeah.
bitch.
Then that's what you're gonna get.
Well, hold
Then
on now.
that's
Let
what
me
you're
ask.
gonna get.
Play on her name.
Let me ask a quick question because I remember there was because oh man, this is so crazy because I remember when because there's certain men in this world and oh, we got a guest coming in, Mike. Check on that for us. Well, there are certain men in this world that women feel like comfortable catcalling too. So maybe if Jason Momoa, I don't know, The Rock, Michael B. Jordan, Morris Chestnut catcalled, do they get a catcall pass?
I bet you they wouldn't catcall. I bet you they'd be way
That
more
is-
smooth with it.
Oh, okay. So you think catcalling
They'd be
is lack
like-
of confidence?
They'd be like, "Oh man, that hair is so amazing. Where'd you get that done?" And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you."
I feel like you've
That
envisioned
is
this
how
scene
you
before.
catcall.
What men are walking up to you asking you where'd you get your hair done? I don't think these are men that are
Or
interested in you.
something. It's something, a topic. Like my hair is usually a topic of conversation, but you
Okay.
would say something different. You wouldn't be like, "Damn, girl." You'd be something like, "Wow, your hair looks really great." Like something. Or, "Oh man, those shoes are amazing. Where'd you get those?" That sparks a conversation, and then from there you could see, where it's going. But God damn, you look good. That's just gonna make me go, "Thank you,"
She's
and move
100%
on.
right. Not a lot of women want to be totally valued by their looks either. Compliment something they specifically did versus the general idea.
How do you
of
compliment
something
a woman about her intellect though without talking to her first?
Oh,
Well, then
I
how
mean,
would you
listen.
even know she's intelligent if you haven't spoken to her?
Yeah, what
There
I would
you
do
go.
is start a
Hey,
conversation.
listen, I'm asking
and
the
then-
questions. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying 100%. Obviously, when you do approach someone, you're approaching them on how they look, not necessarily on something that they did. Unless
Exactly. That's the only
know.
thing you have off to base on. You're approaching someone because of their looks. You don't know how they act. You don't know
Yes.
anything about their personality.
attraction.
You're catcalling their looks. So catcalling looks usually depends on. I've gotten catcalled no matter what I'm wearing or where I'm at. But you're not gonna get the attention of the female if you don't do it in a smooth way, and that's why these smooth fellas are the ones that will steal your girl because they're gonna be way smoother than somebody going, "Hey, yo,
I didn't look at
ma."
you. That's your shit. They look at you.
No, she's
You know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
right. And it's
Yeah,
funny
you
you
don't
say
want
"Hey, yo, ma," because in the comments, "Hey, yo, ma," light skin. That's in
You-
the
you are-
Eminem said that.
Oh yeah, we're from New York, so
You're 1,000% correct. I fully agree. That's why I go back to the whole. I'm definitely not with the catcalling. I don't think that's an attractive trait for a male to display in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It's crazy to scream up the block, whatever you want to scream. Like, that's just wild to me. But yeah, and that's definitely leaves it open for a smoother dude to come and steal your girl. So I don't know.
Well, you talking on this mic? That's you. You that smoother dude. I
No,
like
I'm not.
that. Yeah.
No,
me,
but also it's Mike.
whatever.
Yeah, it's
No,
Mike.
it's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
We're not talking about the smoothness of your belly, sir. We're talking about the curvature of
The
both of
smoothness of
ours.
my head?
Actually, I'm not gonna lie though. You
I got a little
you
rounder.
but it's rounder than me. Mine
I wanna
got
talk- I wanna talk about this.
anyhow.
To the comment section and to what V said a second ago about her hair, I see. Oh shit, I like your hair is a compliment on
Nah, we
on
lost
a-
yeah,
Yeah.
that guy Donovan has no idea
He's
what
wildin'.
he's talking about.
He's
and,
wildin'.
Oh, fuck
He's wildin'.
him.
this one's for you, Donovan. You can
Oh shit.
keep talking,
Well-
but that's probably why. You know what? I'm gonna leave him alone.
Well-
But he has no idea what he's talking about. I get complimented on my hair from everybody. Okay,
What did he say?
Everybody.
No, he's in the comments wilding a whole bunch. But what I was gonna say is there is a way to do it that calls attention that doesn't. It's not like I know the number of weave that you got weaved in. I don't know the details about what you're doing, but if you was walking past and I was interested, I might just compliment what you. Oh shit, I like that dress, and just keep it the fuck moving, and see you a second or two later at the bar. I built a rapport. I have different ways to get in on this.
As men, are y'all,
Yeah.
we comfortable with our women in dressing that way?
Bring our guest in,
As
and
the
then we'll
picture?
talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we comfortable? Go ahead. Ask the question.
Are as men are we comfortable, or are y'all comfortable having y'all girls dress if she's dressed like that and y'all just out and about? And, or she was dressed. Maybe y'all women was dressed that way when y'all met them.
With the cheeks out like that?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Those were some nice cheeks. She looked like she take care of herself. She's my girl. I don't have a specific problem with it.
We don't need a Sports Center breakdown. Do
Give
you
you a
think
Sports Center
that
breakdown.
do you think that that's wifey if that's how she conducts herself?
I don't have a problem with it. I don't truly have a problem
Is
with
that
it.
a yes or a no?
That's a yes. I don't have a problem with
So
it. That's a no. I don't have a problem with it.
So y'all at Disney this weekend just like that? It's all good.
Shorty got cheeks out.
Remember, that looks like they're at like a concert or something.
So-
That
so you
Disney
do have
now,
a-
homie. We're
Nah,
at
that
Disney.
comfortable. She wants to do. So you don't try to tell women how to dress, Claude. That's how she
I'm
wants to
not
dress
trying to
that
tell
It's
day.
nobody
hot at a concert and it's hot at Disney.
She wants to dress that way at Disney.
You
You walk by Mickey, he's like, "Oh my!"
Are y'all comfortable with that dress?
Oh, you
My
gotta
question
flip the
is for you.
I said yes.
I'm a
Just y'all
bachelor.
ask the
I'm a
question.
bachelor, baby. You ain't
Y'all are
knocking my
slowly
lady.
skirting the question. You asked.
It
I'm
just
gonna
came out.
say
No one skirted it
my
yet.
initial reaction is, oh shit, I can have some fun here. She would have to prove to me otherwise through conversation and everything else. But my initial thought is she with the shits because you cheeks out.
Okay, but this is your girl.
But I would never disrespect. But that's just my thought, my personal. If this is my girl, nah.
Y'all can go out
I'm not
to
gonna
Red
tell her she
Lobster.
can't do
You're
that.
looking across her at what you're looking across the biscuits
Red
before
Lobster?
you listen. You
Really?
see you went to Red Lobster. You see the biscuits before you know what I'm saying. You already see her biscuits before you get served the biscuits. Like can she dress that way?
I'm gonna lean no, but
So
everybody.
you want to tell her how to dress, Mike? You want to police her clothing?
Let me finish. I would never tell her what to wear, but for 20, what am I, 36? For 20 plus years, I've been dating as an adult. The type of girls that I date wouldn't do that, and it's not that I wouldn't let them, but they just wouldn't be comfortable with that.
Is there something wrong with it? Well, you know what? Let's introduce our guest and let's get back. Let's continue the questions, but introduce our guest that's going on.
Yeah.
Somebody just joined us. It's Amanda, right?
Yes.
Amanda, welcome to the Pour Up
Hi.
Podcast. Welcome to the Pour Up Podcast, Amanda. Thank you for waiting in the lobby for us there. We are. So I just want to read this before you introduce yourself. Actually, no. Introduce yourself first and tell us about you before I go into my spiel. Go ahead.
Hello, my name's Amanda. I'm
Hi.
an attorney.
Yo.
I
I don't know why that was funny.
mean, I can relate to this topic because I've, received comments about the way I dress when I go out, and also I've dated guys who thought it was appropriate to try to tell me what I could wear and what was and what not appropriate, and obviously I'm no longer dating them.
So
but
go ahead. So I'm trying to find you. So your comment to this. I'm going to put this back up there, but just in case you're just joining the Pour Up Podcast, we're talking about this comment here that was put on the Tampa Bay discussion and events. This post on this Facebook
within this
group. If you're again, I'm just going to full disclosure. If you are anybody in Tampa that is into anything, follow this group on Facebook. But anyhow. I reposted it on Instagram, and you basically said 100%. You said, sounds like control, misogyny, and insecurities, a toxic man's best friends. Jesus.
it is.
You clearly a lawyer. That was very well written. My goodness. So give us go ahead and expound on that, please, while I put the other people on the screen here. Go ahead.
So basically, a woman is, as the queen said earlier, dresses for herself as self-expression. Yes, there are times that we may want to dress because, we would want a little attention. It doesn't mean we want disrespect. And the thing is, though, is this all boils down to the bigger picture of the narrative that people have been taught most of their lives. If a woman dresses a certain way, that means she's this kind of person, which means she deserves this kind of respect or lack thereof. That narrative is old, it's outdated, and needs to change. And so the control part morally applies to when you're dating or talking or in a relationship, but a woman's going to dress the way she wants to dress, and if you don't like it, then don't talk to her. She's not your woman. If you want to date someone more conservative and modest like Jenny the teacher, that's fine. That is your taste.
Do you know what, Jenny? That's a teacher. You were very angry about that comment just now.
No,
it's a comical stereotype.
It's an inside joke between my friends and I. But no, it's just like that. It's like I, on the other hand, have been approached differently. I wear suits when I'm in hearings and when I'm in business, but when I'm on the beach, I'm in a thong bikini and all my tattoos are showing. I look completely different.
But you wouldn't wear your thong. But you wouldn't wear your thong bikini into court.
Approach me that way. They approach me. Think I am. I've been asked, am I a dancer or something?
All right, so you're cutting out just a little bit, and if you can hear me, I think the last thing you said is that guys walk up to you and ask you if you're a dancer. Is she still with us, Mike?
Nigga, make the picture bigger on all of us, nigga.
On all. Did we lose Amanda? Oh, we lost Amanda again. All right, we'll work. Amanda, get your Wi-Fi.
Let Queen answer.
Queen, answer the question
if she can, because that's very specific.
That was a. She
did say that she's been asked if she's a dancer, which is something that is disrespectful. As
what they meant ballet?
Go ahead.
What if they meant ballet or something? I like dance. Maybe
she meant
what if they was gonna challenge her to a hip hop battle, like you know what I'm saying? So like, hey, you're a dancer, and they was gonna jump to a pop locking situation
with the shits.
So then
I guess she'd have to expand. But she was basically saying that depending on where she's going, she's gonna dress.
My question though is, so she's basically said she maybe came off perceived. She was perceived by the masses or whoever this guy was or people as that she could be a dancer, right? Guy walked up to her and asked her if she's get her back in. Guy walked up to her and asked her, "Is she a?" I know this is. I'm like giving commands over here.
Oh, there she goes.
I'm on my phone, so like the connection probably sucks.
Do you have no Wi-Fi?
Is it a Droid?
No, it's an iPhone.
I was about to say, you're a lawyer. You better not have a Droid.
Do you think I should like take off my Wi-Fi? No. Maybe just do cellular.
Yes, absolutely. Try that. But if you can still hear me while you're doing that, because I had a question. If you can still hear me,
I can
still hear me. All right, good. So my question to you is: so a guy walked up to you and asked you if you were a dancer, right? What? Damn, we lost her again. Oh no, there she is. All right, I'm gonna keep talking. Guy walked up to her and asked her. Guy walked up to you, Amanda, and asked you if you were a dancer, right?
Yeah.
What were you Were you giving off some kind of feeling that, hey, I might be a dancer? What were you doing?
I was standing at the bar waiting for my drink.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing a bikini and a thong, and I had all my tattoos showing.
Oh, she's at a beach bar.
So wait a minute. Yeah. When you go to a strip club, how does a dancer dress?
The thing is, though, is like that's their first thought, and that's what you ask. Not, hi, my name is blah blah blah. Like, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Like you got to ask that question, and it's just it's the big picture of the narrative that we're being given about when a woman dresses a certain way, then she must be this, or this, and it's like you need to take away that narrative because it's outdated. And I was raised to say if you dress too revealing, then men are going to think you're a whore, or you might probably be a whore, so they're going to treat you like that. Mm-hmm. No man wants a whore, and it's like first off. Well, I don't even want to get into this topic, but whore was just
they need to speak for themselves. Maybe a man wants a whore.
So that's the thing. Is like I know guys that I have guy friends, and their women dress very revealing, and they are okay with it. They have nothing to say, and they literally say, I'm sorry, but it's not my right to tell her what she wants to wear. She wants to wear what she wants to wear, and I've never thought less of her, even when I first met her, even when we were dating, because they realize that like that's a toxic way of thinking, and
it is, and it
like
so let me.
Well,
so can
if you want someone moderate, sorry.
So no, man, you're good. You're good. Keep. I like the input. I'm gonna pause for 1 second, Mike. Should I play the video that we were talking about earlier? So early.
You can play the video, but I want to ask this question with no influence, and then we can get into the video. So to you both. This is a lot of talk about women, and I see we got shields up, and we all on the defensive. It's 5 of us versus whoever that don't agree with the 5 of us, right? Us 3 here and y'all 2 there. We all agree that a woman should be able to do what she wants to do and dress how she wants to dress, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have to go back through it. We all said the same thing. Yeah. Let's flip it for half a sec. Let's say we're in different situations. Say you're in a position of quote-unquote power, and I step to you, and I'm not dressed appropriately. Do I get a positive response or a negative response? And I will hear that from both of you.
See, the thing is, what does that mean? What does that
okay, let's say we're at court with Amanda, and I'm at court, and I happen to have on handcuffs. Cool, whatever. And for Queen V, let's say that we're in some kind of vibey artsy situation, and I am dressed in my cargo shorts and Crocs.
Well, hold on. Let's not do handcuffs for Amanda because that's kind of obvious. Okay.
Yeah.
Clearly, but I'm just setting their minds right to understand the question. Y'all have a certain expectation of how a man should carry himself too, and if he stepped incorrectly, dressed incorrectly, would it turn the wrong heads, or in the opposite, would it not turn y'all's heads?
I mean, I have certain things I'm attracted to about a guy, so like it has nothing to really do about the way he's dressing. It's my preferences. Just like, so if a guy approaches me and let's say he's in a suit that's not well tailored and he looks a mess and he just doesn't look like he's taking care of himself, that is a turn off to me. I want someone that takes care of himself, but I'm not, and I'll let him down. But he approached
But what if he
me.
does
I'm
take care
not
of
gonna go
himself? He's
up to
just
him.
dressed that day as not. What if he usually takes care of himself?
It's down to the first impression thing. But I
What
don't
if-
know that unless I talk to him.
It sounds like a
Hold,
double.
hold on,
standard.
Amanda. Wait, because
It's
I don't want
not.
to
It's okay.
gang up on Amanda.
So, but the thing is like, no. So here's the deal. You guys posted a picture about a social setting, and now, like you said in the beginning of the show, you talked about church setting, corporate settings, family settings. If you want to narrow down to just social settings, we can talk about that. But it's a whole different thing. Also, when I'm in the courthouse, I don't want someone approaching me. I'm there to work. I'm there, like, narrow mind. My RBF is on, so nobody approaches me, not even the bailiffs. Like,
That's
Understand.
resting
So
bitch
it-
face. Is that what you said? Yeah. is that what it
yes,
is?
it,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Different than
there.
the
It's a
RSP.
natural thing. And so, but that's different. Like, I'm talking purely on a social aspect because this is where I deal with or see the situations or hear about people talking about this. It's always a social thing. Because, yeah, we have more standards or rules about different settings like work, family gatherings, and church. But when it comes to a social setting, there's this huge spectrum of what people think is appropriate when it comes to being conservative dressed or not, or being revealing. And like there's just this whole room to move. So like if you might want to narrow it down then, because you're kind of just setting, you can go either way on any other setting in this when
No.
it comes to courthouses. and
No, I think
The setting does change the
yeah,
conversation.
absolutely not. But I think social setting is I mean, we're a
Yeah.
drinking show. Social settings is usually our default, and I think it's okay to go that route. But it's just like Michael said, though. Like honestly, a guy walked up to you, and he thought that you were a dancer based off of your outfit. And maybe could it be possible that he was possibly also kind of looking at the tattoos? Do you think too? Because we lost her again. Oh, bring her back in. I got her. Hey, I got you. You still there?
She'll pop back in.
She'll pop back in.
She's there.
So
yeah, I'm
basically,
here.
so the guy walked up to you wearing a bikini and some shoes at a bar, and you had your tattoos were showing. Is it also possibly too that it was less or so like the bikini and maybe add in the tattoos? Because tattoos have a bad stigma too. If you really think about it, tattoos have awful stigma. Yeah. I work at I have a corporate job outside of this too, and my boss has tattoos, and she's fully capable. So there's a stigma around tattoos as well. It's not necessarily just what you're wearing on your body, but it's sometimes what you have on your body. If you really think about it as well. Do you? But so are you? You said that was offensive and that upset you, but it's also
I didn't say
I'm
I
in the
got
mindset
upset.
Oh, okay, you didn't get upset.
I laughed. Because I mean I got a reserved amount of energy. That was something I did not need to get upset about. It was more of like, okay, this is ridiculous. I laughed about it and I said, no, I'm not. And then I was polite and we like small chatted and said, I'm gonna go back to my friends because I didn't have enough energy to want to be a super bitch about it.
But old boy is done though. He's that's it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
done.
I also found him unattractive, so that was gone from the get go.
Okay.
But it's I mean, even when I wear bodycon dresses and thigh-high boots and I go out, you can see some of my tattoos. You can, I wear full face of makeup. Like this is even my full face of makeup. I'll do more, and I don't, if I run into any colleagues, they're like, oh crap, they almost don't recognize me. And
you know what I feel like we're doing though? I feel like we're dancing around kind of the point. And if you could listen to the spirit of what I'm saying versus the letter of what I'm saying. In the spirit of what I'm saying, we know men and women are different. So men are going to shoot at everything. And women usually should live a life shooting down most things unless proven otherwise. So in this dynamic where we see the picture, if Claude want to post it again, that's cool. Shorty with her cheeks out is going to get a certain response where if a man, I'll be the bad guy in this. Let's say if I was like, you know what, this looks good and I'm attracted to it, but I won't give her no more time but the dick in my pants, then that's a problem. But on the flip, if you say you have preferences and that a man has to not necessarily be a certain way, but meet a certain standard at the time based on the scenario, whatever the variable is that women, the mathematical equation that y'all put through to pick a man, that's different than me saying I don't necessarily want to talk to a chick with her cheeks out, and you saying I don't necessarily want to talk to a guy who doesn't meet my attraction standards, whatever that may be. I do want to be clear. those cheeks look good. Most cheeks look good. But within reason, I'm going to be looking from the, like, if men naturally just shoot at everything, I got to be a little more, and that's fine if she dropped. I got to be a little more discerning as a man, because I do have the propensity to shoot at everything, but I got to have dick discipline. So I got to pick and choose where I shoot my shots. If I bring shorty with the cheeks out from the social setting to my mother and she got the cheeks out, my mom is very accepting, but she may say that may not be the girl to bring the friends and family at the church, whatever that means. And for you, it might mean the opposite. If I don't look like I'm carrying the part, if I'm not the king that queen expected, can I even step? Whatever that means. If it's a look, if it's a type, if it's a conversation or whatever. And that's the question. Question mark.
I mean, it's the same thing going back. It's like the same thing as for females. If the guy's not for me, I'm going to be attracted to this guy that's for me. So I don't really care about clothes, because I don't really care about my clothes is what I want. So it's not really about clothes. It's more, and like I said, if you're catcalling a girl and you're like, hey, yo, ma, it's different than a guy who's smooth with it. So yeah, you're right. It is different than when a guy's dressed smooth. He smells good. He approaches you and maybe he could look like he just came out of basketball, but he's talking to you with respect.
Have you met a buster in that regard? A guy who was dressed the part, but certainly didn't carry the part?
Oh, there's many of fake people out there. Do you know there's people that walk around with fake Rolexes and stuff? And when you get to their house, they live in the projects.
That's me. That's
and
me.
They live in the project, so they pick you up in a nice ass car, and you never get to go to their house because they live with their mom's project house. There's a lot of fronters out there. That's why you got to get to know the person, because a costume is what we put out to the world. So whatever the guy's wearing is not gonna matter until I get to know him, because
you're describing me. You're describing me right now.
She's basically saying she got to dig deeper than the surface, because the surface don't offer nothing respectful. I think we're all saying the same thing. If a certain type of man decided, I don't want shorty with the cheeks out, y'all could decide what's your type and what's not. So y'all are going to be a little more disciplined because y'all are women. But as men, if a man says, I'm not really feeling whatever the look is, whether it be, what was it, Susie Teacher, whatever the joke she said, and whether it be
Jenny, the teacher, first grade teacher.
Jenny the teacher.
If a man says, I don't want these things, then it becomes offensive, because that is who you are. But as a man, I could receive, I don't want a fat dude all day long, and it just be cool. I guess there's a it's worse than
I might not. I don't want a politician, because that's the same thing that we were talking about earlier. If I date a politician, I'm not the image. He's gonna ask me to change. We're not gonna be going to galas with me looking like this. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't date that.
Many politicians have been caught with that type of look, to be honest.
On the side.
Yeah. Hold on. So before we lose Amanda,
don't like mashed potatoes.
So before we lose Amanda again.
Yeah, before I somehow go off again. I'm sorry.
Before you did you pay your bill? You alone. You need to be paying that cell phone bill, girl. Let me play this video real quick. You ain't got to explain. Let me play this video real quick. So they can see the videos that I play here, right? If you can't see it, let us know. But I'm gonna play this video real quick. Go ahead.
Girl gets mad and says, wait a minute. Just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a whore. Which is true. Gentlemen, that is true. Just because they dress a certain way doesn't mean they are a certain way. Don't ever forget it. But ladies, you must understand that is fucking confusing. Just is. Now that would be like me, Dave Chappelle, the comedian, walking around the streets in a cop uniform. Somebody might run up on me. Oh, thank God. Officer, help us. Come on, they're over here. Help us. I'm like, oh, just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a police officer.
So I don't know if y'all saw that. So did y'all see that? Did y'all see it's basically from Chris Rock stand up a couple years.
That's Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Damn, I'm a racist. Dave Chappelle. Damn, there she is. Amanda's like, Dave Chappelle, I don't like him. Switch to your computer too, Amanda. Amanda, you can always switch to your computer as well if it's a little bit easier for you. Stand there.
Well, so I don't know if y'all saw this. My camera's not like opening it, so.
You're okay. So basically, that was a video from Dave Chappelle's stand-up about, I want to say almost maybe 15 years ago. It was a minute ago. That was when it was skinny Dave Chappelle. And basically,
pre Chappelle show.
Pre-Chappelle, was it pre-Chappelle? I don't know.
So.
Okay, so right, pre-Chappelle show, and basically what he's basically saying is that yeah, absolutely, you see a beautiful woman in a club, she's dressed a certain way, she's quote unquote dressed like a whore. I don't like that term, but dressed like a whore, I'm gonna do it in quotes, and he basically agrees with what we 100% say. Just because she's dressed a certain way doesn't make her a certain way, and you don't have to treat her a certain way. But it is quite confusing, and imagine him or all of us dressed up as police officers and somebody runs up to us while we're on the middle of the street or in a club somewhere. Police officer, God damn it, somebody just robbed me. I need some help right now. We go, just because I'm dressed as a police officer, don't make me that. And I
that's
think
an extreme.
Things that it is. We got two Amandas now. So that is an extreme 100%. But
that's an extreme because that's illegal to an officer. And the other thing is, if you don't understand me, if I'm too confusing for you, I'm not for you. Move the hell on. Go get a girl that doesn't confuse you. Go get a girl that you don't think is a whore. Because if I'm confusing you, I'm not for you. Move on. And that video was what? You said 15 years ago? Hello. Times have changed. It's 2021. We're still talking like this? Ridiculous.
We're not talking like that.
Well, Chappelle said what he said. That was a while ago.
Chappelle said what he said.
Yeah, he said what he said 15 years ago. We're talking about it today,
Queen.
But that was 15 years ago.
Queen, I got mad respect for you, and I think that you are a queen. Your name is quite appropriate. But I got to be honest with you. What he's saying is that you're not a whore. You're not what you are necessarily perceived to be dressed as, but it could be confusing to men. And
it can be confusing, but that's not analogy. For you. There's men that
so then stay confused. Yeah, if you're not willing to get to know her to figure out and answer your questions, and stay confused, because then you're just not the right. She's not your person, and you're not her person. Like, your question is how she's dressing, turning the wrong heads. Now it's like a loaded question. Yeah, the wrong heads for like who her person is. Sure, you're not feeling her style. You're probably not gonna like her personality, because our style comes from our personality, and that's okay. Yes. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I think we are feeling her style, though. Correct? No, we are still.
No, if you're calling her a whore, then you don't feel her style.
I'm not calling nobody no whore.
But that's what we're talking about, the video.
She's dressing too scandalous. Oh, that's a little too much. Too much for you. That's okay. Again, go for Jenny the teacher. Or something in the middle. But
I think
Jenny the teacher getting either.
I think we're having this conversation. I want to be clear. We're not having this conversation in a vacuum, yo. We in the real world. Let's be real. Let's bring it back in. Let's be completely honest. We're in the real world, and I think the point of that video, while I played it, was just to put things into perspective. Men should not treat women any other way than how she should be.
Respect should always be given.
Respect should be given 100%. But you have to kind of admit, or don't admit. If you don't agree, you don't agree. I'm just saying. It is just there's an amalgam, a little tiny bit of a little smidget of confusion, because if you're out and you're dressed a certain way, we're turned on. I ain't gotta walk up to you and say, "Hey, mom, what's up?" Or I gotta say something disrespectful to you. But can you? Is it? Oh, obviously, you refuse who you refuse. If you're not attracted to nobody, you're not attracted to nobody. But if a man is walking up to you and they are perceived and they're coming at you a certain way, you have to admit it is a little bit, if not a lot of bit, about how there is your outward appearance. And that's not nothing that should be offensive. That's not nothing that should be disrespectful, because unless they're coming at you disrespectful. But I'm just saying, you can't just be like, a man shouldn't come up to me and act a certain way because I'm dressed a certain way. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Mike's not going to do that. Steve's not going to do it. Our boy Griot's not going to do that. But I'm just letting you know, men are a certain way. And it's just not, it's not quite that simple, guys.
But
that's
what is it that
how's the way that the boys kind of thing?
Yeah, what is it that the boy's gonna do? Like, what is it that a man's gonna do to this woman that's just as with? Because I've been a woman my whole life, and I want to know what it is that a man is supposed to do when they see a woman in booty shorts, so I can know if that happened to me.
What I'm gonna do if I see a woman in booty shorts, I'm gonna admire with all the glory of God, because it's gonna look good.
It's probably a really nice butt.
Go ahead, Mike.
Show them cheeks.
Hey, I want to be clear. I have said no less than 8 or 9 times in this video that shorty with the cheeks out look good, and I'm with it. But what I'm simply saying, in the simplest way I could possibly say it, that if you dress a certain way, whether you realize it or not. Now, I'm not. Remember this. I'm gonna respect first. I'll step to both of you. If I was single, I'll step to both of you. How you doing? My name is Mike. It's good to meet you. What's your name? And I would talk about something that you bring to the table, respectively, to both of you. Y'all can't see it, but y'all on split screens here. But that's why I'm doing that. within reason, every girl gets that same response. However, what you don't know is what my intentions are, and what I don't know is what your intentions are. However, of the two of us, respectively, your intentions might be a little different than mine. You might be out, like Steve said a second ago. Not every guy is looking for a wife, and not every girl is looking for a hubby. We might be trying to jump each other off, and that's cool. However, if you're looking for a husband, then I might be the wrong heads today, because in my head, I see cheeks, I think sex, I want sex. You know what? Shorty with the cheeks out is more susceptible to sex than the shorty without. And that doesn't have anything to do with what society says, because what I think in my head is what I think in my head. If y'all feel me on that so far?
But the thing is that we don't go out looking like that to look for a husband. That's not the outfit we would choose to go look for a husband. That girl is probably like, if I'm dressed like that, or a girl's dressed like that, then they probably just trying to fuck. How do you know you?
Or that.
No,
you guys think that you know what's in our mind.
Hold on, let me be clear. Let me be clear. When I say that's not true, Queen, that's not me saying you're wrong. It's me saying I'm saying there's no way in the world that every woman goes out dressed like that, and they're only going out that way dressed to not get attention. That's not true.
I didn't say that. I said to look for a husband. That's a different thing. There is a man, there is a boyfriend, and there is a husband. I'm not looking for a husband dressed in booty shorts, bro. Like, what
Queen,
man am I gonna find?
Queen, no disrespect. And hold on 1 second, Amanda. No disrespect.
And maybe Queen. I find my husband because he's attracted to the way I am, maybe like that. But what do you think that every time we go out, we're like out here like in the 50s looking for a husband to maintain me? Some of us ain't looking for a man.
Didn't you find your husband that way?
We're just having fun. Well, I found
Queen,
my husband.
Didn't you find your husband that way?
Do you know how I met my husband? I met him through Twitter.
I thought you said that you were dressed like this. This is how you dress, right? This is how you dress.
When we went out, we were dating. Yeah, because we were dating while we were dating. I went out to clubs with him, so he was able to experience what I looked like. But we met on a social media app. We met through Twitter. I wasn't out looking for a husband when I was clubbing. Yeah, because I found my husband because I was chatting with somebody, getting to know him. Not out there in the clubs looking for somebody. I was chatting with somebody. I was getting to know them. I was meeting him up in certain situations. I was hanging out with him. And that's how I found a husband. Not, okay, tonight, girls, we going out and everybody's going to get a husband tonight. What year is this?
All right, that's hilarious.
Wait, I do want to be clear to recenter the conversation that, and I don't want to keep mixing up Queen. I know you're you and your man and y'all's relationship is y'all. We here representing, I'm not gonna say as a whole the men, but at some point we all represent what we represent. We're asking you as a woman, as a general woman, not your situation, because you're in a relationship. But there are girls who go out dressing like that and might be receiving the wrong attention.
But I was just like this when I wasn't in a relationship. So I'm talking in the perspective of when I was 21, looking the way I did, and I was out clubbing.
Hold on, let Amanda. Amanda had something.
That's a very real quick. Okay. Amanda can answer too. Real quick.
I'm
to
single.
You both.
I've
Amanda,
been
real
single
quick.
for a hot minute. And
Amanda.
Yeah.
Real quick. To you both. Queen V referenced her meeting on the social media site. Are your pictures all just one version of you, or do you give a spread of what you might encounter by hanging out with Queen? And Amanda, after you say what you're going to say, I would love to hear it. You can answer the question on the back end. Go ahead. I want to hear it. I didn't mean.
Do you want me to answer the social media question right now?
Answer the first question and then ask on the back end.
You get to go twice.
Yeah.
Go ahead. First and then second question.
Well, kind of forgot the first. My brain's a little
sorry
today.
Sorry,
it's been a long day.
That's all good. We all been working.
So, but the social media question, yes, I actually have a Hinge profile, and I have pictures of me out. I have pictures of me doing like activities. Like I went to this like place called Triumph. I have pictures of like me and my dog. Triumph. Like, there's an array of who I am.
What is that? Why are you all hyped about Triumph?
Triumph is like a zip, but no, it's like a playground on a tree, right? It's like a big tree thing.
It's like a zip lining course and a tree course, like really high up, and you have like the straps and stuff to hold you up. So if you like fall off, you're not gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I know it's getting off topic, but I kind of want to check that out because that kind of reminds me of a training camp I went through, right? I go through shooting shit right through the hoods, right? So me and my homies, we go through sometime. It's like tactical training. You got to like criminals or thugs got to pop up and shit, you know what I'm saying? You got to see who can sell the most drugs in the community all while tucking the hammer on us, you know what I'm saying, and stay low key. It reminds me of that. But anyway, go ahead with the Triumph. Go ahead, continue.
So like my Hinge has an array, and like I also have a bikini photo on there because I think it's connected to my Instagram. So like if you scroll, you can see it. But I will say like all the past guys I dated, I met them out at bars. And they saw what I was wearing. Mm-hmm. Now they acted like they were okay with it, and obviously later on in the relationship they tried to get controlling, and that's one of the reasons it ended. But
so they changed after they clapped the cheeks.
Yeah.
Cool.
But the thing is I've even been approached by guys. I wear that, like I wear shorts and crop tops and stuff out still. And
out where though? Out to the club, out to the bars and clubs.
To the bars.
Okay.
Yeah. I do. I don't dress conservative at all. That's not who I am.
Unless you're in the courtroom.
Obviously, because
you're not a public defender, are you? Because I'm not trying to go and get a public defender wearing a crop top and some cutoff shorts. Counsel. Okay, dope. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with Amanda, you. Because you said you are single, are you looking to be married someday?
Yeah, I'm just emotionally unavailable right now, so.
Understood. Being emotionally available, you still have fun, or do you prefer to meet men at bars?
Yeah, I mean, and that's usually when I go out. I mean, with COVID, it's kind of hard to do other things that I want to do, because most places that activities I wanted to do were shut down, and with bars, they're kind of like
right. So how about so even though you pass, eventually you want to meet a husband one day? I feel you, and I get it. And you pass the bar, maybe you should pass the bars.
No. Why would I want a guy that doesn't like to go out to go out? I'm extroverted and I'm a social butterfly. Again, like that goes down to the whole thing of like, that's just who I am as a person, along with my style. They have to like me for me. They can't, if someone wants to try to change me, then they're not for me. And the thing is like, back to you wear this, so, why are you surprised that you get approached like that? I'm not surprised, because I was grown up told you dress a certain way, you're going to get a certain kind of attention. And even though I don't agree with that at all, I was already brought up prepared to know, like, this is how it is for women. And I'm, and I'm not okay with it, but it is what it is. Right. So I'm not surprised. That doesn't mean I'm going to tone down my light or put out my fire to avoid that attention. I'll just broad shoulders. I will deal with it. And they're not my guys.
No, you should never settle. That's a fact. I agree with you. Like, definitely never settle. Never, ever settle. So,
like, I know I'm going to get approached wearing the booty shorts and the crop top or my bodycon dress. I know it. And
so
you know what?
You think, deposition's in early. You're done. Boss says go home. Court's done for the day. You wearing your suit and your high heels. You don't think that you could walk out to a club wearing your suit and high heels and get attention?
I still could, but it's uncomfortable. Why would I want to do that?
She could get attention in sweatpants. Why would
she exactly like
in sweatpants?
Like V said earlier, walking a 90-pound dog on a block with a bonnet.
So my question is,
she could get attention however she does.
And V, you are fully welcome to come at me for this question. This is a full-on question mark. I just want to know.
Now you put the camera on yourself.
I just want to know. Now I can put the camera on myself. Y'all don't want to be involved in
this.
I'll put the camera on myself on that. This is just for me to know. I'm gonna start with Amanda, then I wanted to ruminate with Queen because I know she's going to come at me for this question. This question is an honest question. I just want to know. Then, if you could literally get a man in sweats and a t-shirt with your chancletas, I probably said that wrong because I don't speak Spanish. I know I look Dominican, but I don't speak Spanish.
You don't look Dominican, sir.
No, I don't. Good.
You look, honestly, you look like Middle a fiend. Eastern. You look like a nigga I used to serve, to be honest. You look like a fiend on the block, to be honest.
Yeah, this is how you do me. Can we start a show? Can I start a show with you two? Go ahead. These two are awful to me. Then if you could literally get hit on like that, then what is the purpose? So what is the purpose of the dress up, the high heels, the booty shirts? Hold on, Queen. You're next. Amanda first.
I like the style. I like the way I feel. I feel sexy. I feel confident. I want to exude that. And if and it's gonna attract unwanted attention. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not going to wear a potato sack to have to deal with it and to avoid it.
Potato sack, you was fire.
I love that.
Hey, what if you did wear a potato sack and you happen to meet a man dressed like a potato pillar?
A Palomero.
That's your person.
Halloween and shit.
Right.
The thing is,
she likes that shit too.
I have a lot of personalities, man. I got sexy club, I got hot bum, and I need the guy to like all of it. And not just say one is my favorite over the other. He needs to like
she
all
giving mad
of
looks
it.
on her hands.
I got a lot of personalities.
Queen with it too. I seen all your personalities, Queen, in your promos.
So speaking of Queen,
go ahead.
please give your opinion on what I just asked, and please and be gentle with me. It's just a question because I want to know it. It's not me.
Gentle, tear his ass up.
Don't be gentle with them. Go ahead.
No,
it's basically I dress for me. So like, yeah, I could get the attention of someone wearing the baggy pants, but what kind of person is that gonna be? The guy who followed me all the way down the block, I'm probably not gonna want to start a relationship with him. And then when he sees my Instagram, he's gonna be like, whoa, this girl's too much, and he's gonna ask me to settle down, you know, like maybe you shouldn't post that much, you know. That's happened before. And that's why, you know, I choose to dress the way I want to. And if I don't, if that doesn't attract the person that I want to be with, then I can't settle. The thing is, you dress for yourself. So if I could bag somebody in baggy pants, I'm not happy. Like, while he's bagging me or something, what am I, outside, like walking the dog? Like, maybe it might work if the guy was, you know, I don't know how that would work. You just have to build with somebody. The outfits, clothes, the thing that we're all focusing on is that clothes are material. Like, these are just a form of expression. That's why I talk about hair. Some people walk around with blue hair. You think that a guy who walks around with blue hair has the same thoughts on clothing that you guys have?
No.
It's this, everybody is different. So you just have to know who you are, dress who you want to be like, be who you want to be, and attract the person. You will attract the person that you want, because that person's going to be like, yo, I vibe with her energy. It's all about energy. The clothing, the accessories, the jewelry, the shoes, none of that matters. At the end of the day, you take it all off to have sex, right?
No, actually, I leave all my clothes.
Depends if you're in a hurry or
I leave all my clothes on and I just pull. And I just,
y'all talking like y'all ain't got little kids. Sometimes you ain't got time to take things off.
Sometimes
you know what I'm saying? But the point is that
I pull it through my
just
jeans
clothes.
zipper, yo.
It's just clothes. It's just a way of expressing yourself. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to do with the person. And once you get to know the person, that's how you know who the person is behind the clothes.
I had two things.
Queen is 100% right. Address her point before you move.
I am going to address her point because wait, what was her point?
Her point was essentially clothes.
100%.
Don't make the man.
I 100% agree with you. And as a man, here's the thing. As a man, I can't but 100% agree with you because I'm overweight and ugly, and in my head, and I still I'm fired. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm fired. I think with these two asked me all the time. We did like a show where we asked, "What would you rate yourself?" I said a 10. 100%. I remember that. Well, I said a 10. I said the only thing
you would send to somebody.
Maybe I would get. Really? You gonna wait? I'm gonna put this on me. You gonna really do me like that? You're gonna do me like that? 100%. I'm a 10 to somebody. You know what? I am a 10 to somebody. I'm a 10 to myself, and that's all that matters.
No, you are gonna find somebody. You are a 10 to somebody, just like my husband.
No. I'm good. I'm solid. I'm good. I've never had problems. I'm
exactly. Ugly is all perspective. Ugly is perspective. People call themselves
wow, this is going down a track that I did not want to go down. My question, real quick though, I had a comment and a question, and hopefully, like Amanda, I didn't lose it. Hold on. All right. So
I'm right here.
I don't know. I think I lost my comment. Like you lost your comment earlier. I can't remember what I was gonna say. My thought pattern. Damn, I hate you, Mike, so much. I had a good. I gotta take it off myself now because I don't remember my question.
She assumed he had nobody.
I fucking hate you so much. I hate you so much. What was my comment? I don't remember my question, but I remember my comment. I have a friend that actually is big on appearances and she dresses up nice, good looking girl, friend for many years. And she basically said, if a guy will hit on me in like my work attire, like they work somewhere like industrial and they have like they look like they're one of those Tampa people that are the people begging for money on the middle of Del Mabry. She dresses basically like them for work, and she goes, if a guy will hit on me like that, what kind of quality guy is that? You know what I'm saying? Because they literally will hit on anything. So I get what you're saying.
What if he sees her heart?
What if he sees her heart?
Yeah.
What if he sees her heart? You tell me.
I watched a romantic comedy where J-Lo got picked up as a housekeeper.
She did get picked up. Made in Manhattan.
He saw her heart.
Talking to her, but he was talking to her. He got to know her.
True.
Ethered.
Who ethered?
You. Your point.
Oh, because J-Lo got
your
back
point
for
is
her
dead
heart?
On arrival.
Wait. You think he wasn't already in when he seen J-Lo? Like, I'm working or wherever the hell he saw that. My girl watched the movie, but wherever the hell J-Lo happened to, you think I was watching it?
No, I think you were definitely watching that movie, but go ahead.
Okay, with the
I mean, you've only known me 12 years, but J-Lo is housekeeping. J-Lo could literally be shoveling shit, and I'm walking past and I see J-Lo. You think I'm gonna see her heart and wait till I talk to her to see what she's about? She's J-Lo.
Well, you get attracted to the cover. The cover of the book is the appearance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you hit on someone is based on their appearance. When you get to know them, that's how you get to know them, by talking to them and their personality. But when you do hit on someone that looks like picking up garbage or, looking crazy, you are attracted to something in that person, in their appearance. Then you talk to them to get to know them, and then you'll find out, oh, you know what, this guy's a dirtbag. You know what I'm saying? Or this girl's crazy. Let me not. But appearance is important.
I agree with you in most situations, but we're talking men here, and we know men. Men have slept with women that they wouldn't. Men have slept with women that they wouldn't claim in the light. Men have slept with women that they themselves wouldn't describe as attractive. A man's gonna make a move on whatever the hell's happening. Now, whether she makes it past stage 1 into, are we dating? Can I introduce you to people? Can I bring you out? That's where the conversation comes in at. But there's a level prior to that for men.
Well, men are more physical, men and women see and think things differently. Like, that's true. And like, men are more physical when it comes to physical appearances. They see that. Women, we look at like 5 different things at the same time. So I will say,
including physical appearance.
Yeah, of course. I say when a guy hits on me at a bar, the first thing I look at is his face. Because if I don't like your face, I don't want to talk to you.
Because you gotta look at it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the thing is, I want the whole package. I want looks. I want personality. I want intellect, because that's what I bring to the table. I want him to bring to the table. So yeah, if a guy hits on me and I don't think he's attractive, which is first thing I look at is his face. Then we move down to what is he wearing. But even then, if I find he has a really attractive face and our styles may not match up, I'll extend the conversation a little bit more to see how it goes.
Yeah.
But, wait a minute. Now, what if an ugly man hits on you and he hits all those other bullet points, but you don't get to those bullet points because you didn't like the way his face looked?
No, because it's like I have to be attracted to you. How am I supposed to enjoy?
But you just said women look at different things. You just said women look at different things.
We look at a bunch of things at the same time.
Oh, at the same time. All right, so you're doing a
same time. Like again, women's minds and men's minds work different. So I get it. When you guys see a girl dressed in booty shorts and a crop top, yes, it's an immediate physical. You look at her and think physical things. That's immediate. Understood. But like, I'm trying to feel like I can simplify this. When a guy approaches me, when I see a guy from the distance, I look at his face and then I move down. Like, I don't just look at him and go, I want to take him home. No, I gotta look at a bunch of things first. It's not deal or no deal.
It's a flow chart.
Yeah, it is. It's like,
yeah. But you could allow a less ugly face if he dresses nice and smells nice and smart.
No, she said ugly face is done.
No, I think it's more of a hierarchy.
But she said you don't got to think. She told you.
I'm not saying
she literally just said ugly.
Listen, what I said. And Amanda, you correct me.
But again, also that's subjective. I might think he's unattractive, but some other woman's gonna think he's attractive. Remember that. There's
you give more allowance for less of a face if he matched all these.
No, that's not what she said though.
She said no.
She said no.
She answered it already.
Amanda, is that the case? Would you give more of an allowance in certain areas if he met the other areas wholeheartedly, like 100%? Say he was a 10 in the face, but he was a 6.
If I don't find him attractive, it's not going to work. There has to be this initial attraction, and then you reel me in with your personality. So if that initial attraction's not there, and
now, Amanda,
it's shallow. It is.
No, it's not shallow.
That's cool.
Because I'm just saying now, what if me, not being me, I'm another person, I see you at the bar and I think you look like a stripper and I count you out just because you look like I think you look like a stripper.
Okay. You're not my person. That's fine.
I like that answer. That's good. That's good. That's a dope answer.
The thing is, like, I'm not trying, if I change myself to try to appease someone or attract somebody, then I'm going to be miserable. And that was pretty much all of my dating experiences because I was, young or I was naive. I was also insecure and like, being at the age I am now, like I am more self, assured. And so like, I will not settle for having to change myself to accommodate what they want. So they'll like me more. No, go away. So.
That is what's up.
Queen can answer the same way.
Queen can't answer the same way. Go ahead, Queen.
What was the question on the table?
Well, no. The Queen's already asked and answered. I don't think she has anything more to say around how she looks.
I do have something to say though. I mean,
go ahead.
Depends. It's all on the person though. Like we are all generalizing, but just because a guy would fuck a girl based on no matter what she looks doesn't mean
we prefer the term make love on a port. We prefer make love. We don't F women. We
but
make
not
love.
every guy.
Gross. I'm gonna vomit. Please
like
don't say that.
I know super nice guys that would never they could have a girl naked on their bed and they would not do her And they would just not be disrespectful, or they're just not into that. They needed conversation.
You're describing the host of the Poor podcast right now. You're right.
All three of us.
So it just doesn't matter. It's just based on the person. Like Amanda said that she's into looks. That's her. Like one of the things that she's into is looks, and the person has to fit the way she is attracted to. Amanda has every right to feel that way. It's her dating life. No one can tell her any different. Just like no one can tell a guy, if you don't like the way that girl is dressed, move on, or you think of her a certain way. Again, what someone thinks of you is none of your business. You can think however you want of somebody. That's not my business. You could think whatever you want of me. None of my business. You do what makes you happy. I don't make you happy. She doesn't make you happy. He doesn't make you happy. So you move on. It's all upon the person. We have to stop generalizing things and think that everyone has to act one certain way. No, we are all different. So we can all, behave differently. It doesn't have to be generalized like, oh, if a girl's like this, then all guys are going to want to smash her. No, I've only had one person put their hands on me when I was in my 20s. One person. And I dressed the way I wanted to. Just one person. It did not end well for that person, but just one person. It doesn't mean that when I went out, all the guys were like, oh, she's a hoe, let's touch her. That doesn't happen. Guys respect. People were respectful of me. They let me be who I wanted to be without touching me inappropriately. Or, if they thought I was a whore, that's great. You could think that. That doesn't matter to me. That's your business. But it's just, we need to understand that each person is different. We're all humans. Everything is different per person. So we can't generalize it. We use that picture and try to get what the general public feels, but it really isn't true. It's just what I feel, what Amanda feels, what you guys feel. We can't know what the whole world feels like. It's all different.
So I don't want to cut y'all off because the guy that posted the comment has finally gotten back to me, and he says that he's ready. So he's mad late, and
sometimes you miss your opportunity.
Are we just saying, hey, next time, call in? What y'all think?
If he wants to, but
we'll give him 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We'll see what the hell he's talking about. I'm good. If our guests are fine, I'm fine. I'm good to go. I'm about to get myself another grapefruit White Claw and be. I'm lit off the White Claw. Don't judge me. You ain't gotta judge me.
Yeah, they're good.
Thank you. Actually, can you not endorse it with me because that's not helping me at all. They already.
Have you tried High Noon?
What you drinking?
I don't. Not the watermelon though, because for obvious reasons.
Queen, what you drinking?
Oh no, I'm drinking water.
Okay, salute to water. I've been drinking that all day.
Claude,
Amanda,
click on the.
Claude drinks a lot of White Claw in this flavor of Ruby because it cleans his vagina and it keeps his vagina nice and moist.
Gotta keep the vagina clean.
So inappropriate.
Gotta keep.
Actually, that's cranberry, but
thank you.
I want to shoot Steve some
understand that.
Exactly.
Well, actually, we're grown men. We understand a lot of things, believe it or not.
Any diuretic, but I wanted to shoot Steve some bell.
Let me see. I'm
cool with this cast.
I'm while I try to figure out this dude getting out here.
Hey, I appreciate both of you being on and chopping it up with us. I think in the overall we do agree. There are nuances to the in betweens while Claude figure out, homie. I have no idea what bro gonna say. I don't know him. I didn't see the comment.
No, don't try to detach yourself. This your man.
There's no.
This your man.
Did
you grew up with him.
Agree or
Mike grew up with this dude. This the dude. Listen, the facts behind the me. As y'all, I don't know if y'all listened to the whole episode, but he had an OnlyFans at one point.
I'd never heard.
And he had his feet by putting. He had his toes by putting.
It was a free.
And this guy that's coming on allegedly took the picture of Mike with his toes by the putting. So this is Mike's man. So when your homeboy get on and you can vouch for him.
I don't know what his comment said. I have no idea where this is going.
So basically, this guy. So I myself, our podcast and Mike are part of a group on Facebook called the Tampa Events and Discussions Group, and so basically they've opened it up to basically just put different discussions on it. And he actually shared the post. It was actually somebody else's initial post, and he shared it, and he was basically arguing the points over and over and over against people, and I'm just kind of like, all right,
he's still twirling.
Yeah, what?
He's still twirling?
He's still twirling me? No. And so I'm just curious because generally speaking, guys kind of agree. We agree with y'all. We're asking the hard questions because, we're media personalities and we really want to know. We want to know your opinions, we want everybody else's opinion. But we're trying to understand where he was coming from. But why y'all just you know what? this is the shit I got to deal with, y'all. This
What
is
you
like, I'm
doing?
dealing with children here.
They was
I am
looking at you.
literally dealing with children. But
just
I'm
saying
trying to
like
get him on.
respectful.
If he takes longer than 2-3 minutes to get on this thing, we're gonna go ahead and let it ride, and we're gonna just call him a bust and move on.
We can keep having a combo with.
Let's keep the combo going.
They are adding dope ass value.
I have to say that I get everybody's point. I think that the idea that a woman it is a little frustrating because I do have a daughter. It is a little frustrating because the thought that I already know she's anything like her daddy, she's probably going to go to Florida State University, be out there wilding and doing her thing like I was. You know, I had a lot of parties with shirtless, wilding out, doing crazy things. I hope she's not shirtless. Maybe throw a bikini top or something on there. And I fully expect it. And I'm not judging her. I'm not judging her. It's not weird. It's my daughter. She's going to be like me. The point is, I get it. A woman should be able to do whatever they want to do without the judgment of anyone. Because the problem, though, is that it wasn't just men posting judgmental comments on that thing. It was a lot of women, too. So it's so you two represent a section of women that go ahead. You ain't gotta raise your hand.
No, you finish. I was just waiting so you could see. I don't want to interrupt you.
Go ahead, talk.
No, you finish.
I was just saying, y'all represent a section of women that are a section of women that you're basically on this side, and then there's another section of women that are on the other side that wholeheartedly disagree with you.
They both
couldn't get any of them on tonight.
They both alluded to their early days where it was different.
Yeah.
And when you were where you were, did you think differently?
Well, no, I've always there are some women who are more modest and conservative, and that's okay. But what's not okay is when you take that internalized misogyny that you have and then you exude it out saying, no, women can't dress like this. Like, no, that means that they're this kind of person or they're a whore or they're easy or like, yeah, that's why they don't get any respect because look how they're dressing. No, we're gonna lock that in, take that internalized misogyny and they can shove it because that's what that is. What the proper response would have been, like, that's not my style. I'm more conservative, but either way, no matter what she dresses, like she shouldn't be getting this negative attention. She's her own person and it's okay to dress this way. Like that's the thing. It's like, yes, there are conservative women out there. I see them all the time. I run into them. I go out to the bars and there's girls that are dressing super conservative.
You ever get any negative looks from those girls? Or negative comments?
No one dares to
ever don't look at my man, get away from him.
I've seen the looks, I've seen the stares, and they look at me and I say, hi, can I help you? And they don't expect you to like come back at them. But like, I know those kinds of women. I don't fit what they think is appropriate. And I know why they think that way. And it is internalized misogyny. It is, they have this idea that, that was created, this narrative that we were all taught what is appropriate, how women should dress. And if you don't fit in that mold, then obviously something's wrong with you. And you're this way, you're easy. So I already I can just see the ignorance. I don't try to acknowledge it because it's just going to waste my night and my energy. But I understand that women are going to have these judgmental views. I don't care that you dress conservative. Do you? All right. Bring it back to Jenny, the teacher. She want to wear a cardigan when she goes out? So be it. I'm going to wear my low cut bodycon dress and you're no better than me and I'm no better than you. We just have different styles. But the moment you try to say that I'm less of a person or deserve less respect because of my style is different than yours, then that's the problem. So again, those women with the opposite comments, that's fine. But it's the moment they say that woman deserves less respect because of it, then that's the problem.
Right. But again, though, just keep in mind, though, I don't think that's what it kind of devolved into. But the initial comment, I think he was specifically just saying, you can't dress a certain way. And I'm just putting this out there as my interpretation. You can't dress a certain way and not expect to get a certain type of reaction to that. Now, Queen V's reaction to that is go, fuck that. Who cares? Who cares what you think? And I think that's a very positive way to think because that's how I think about most things. Fuck how people think. But again, we're not living in a vacuum. We're living in the real world. And how people think is kind of part of the thing that moves the world.
If you want to dive down the rabbit hole, why? Ask yourself why people think that way about women who dress certain ways. Why? It's literally just this rabbit hole. If again, going all the way through, you want to deep dive into why this is such an issue or why we're still having this discussion. You know
what's funny as you say that, and I will repeat. I know us five are agreeing in a sense. We're debating a bit. We're all choosing the for or against. for the most part, y'all as women and us as minorities kind of suffer from the same thing. At a certain point, if I had a certain hairstyle, I'm bald today, but if I had dreads, I may not be allowed in certain, not necessarily allowed. I wouldn't be, if I showed up to certain interviews, I wouldn't be welcome. If I showed up, like, I heard a story about Michael Jordan wearing cargo shorts at a golf course. He's Michael fucking Jordan. And they asked him to leave. That to a certain degree, we all experience this same thing from our own points of view. I'm not going to say ours is worse than y'all's or better than y'all's. We are still men in a sense, but everybody suffers. Well, everybody that ain't white males suffer from some form of what they believe to be the standard. And if we don't meet it, then that's one thing, we get judged a certain way, or we have to create our own instances where these things fit. If like I run a company here at Shifted Vision Media where the Porp exists, you come here with Queen V hair, you come here dressed to the nines, like whatever people think is the nines, and you come in here in your lawyer gear, Amanda. Everybody can come as they are, and it wouldn't bother me, but I couldn't go to insert company name that way. And we all experience that from different points of views. Y'all's is a little more sexual, probably a little more aggressive because men are wild and ridiculous. But, you know, I'm not going to say to each his own, but everybody has an upbringing. My parents, my female figures are strong women that taught me better. I ain't everybody. My friend group ain't everybody. A lot of my friend group, they respect women and they handle it a certain way. But also, if you make me think that you're not on the respecting level, because there's a bar, then maybe I'm not going to treat you different, but you don't know what I'm thinking in my head, is what I said earlier. And that's a tough position for y'all to be in, and it's a tough one for me to be in. If I'm running in a hoodie, I might be seen as a threat. And if
you're running?
I am running.
Okay.
And if you saw me in any other scenario, you hear how I speak, you hear how I talk and conduct myself. Yeah. That a high level of respect is commanded, and that's just what it is. The battle ain't different. We are posing it as men versus women and what men think about women, but at the end of the day, it's the battle of what the standard has set, and not everybody the standard. Us 5 here happen to be in the minority.
So we're going to go ahead and say Ahmad. We're going to go Ahmad, Tony. I wish that you could have been on, but I'm going to go ahead and do it cancel. Too little too late. You miss your opportunity. So you'll be on another time. Maybe hit us up if you are watching this now or you see us later. Hit us up later. I did want to ask a question. What's up? Oh no, I did want to ask a question of you guys. No, I didn't. Actually, you know what? I don't have any more questions. I want. You know what's crazy in my brain? I'm like, have them comment on the OnlyFans thing, but I'm like, that's not related. They don't care about that in my brain, unless y'all want to comment on that real quick before I have the segment of the show. I go and I make a drink for these guys that we drink, and I usually need somebody to do something while I go away. Why don't y'all just real quick? Can y'all please comment on the fact that OnlyFans is now getting rid of their porn section of their platform? Queen, start with you.
That's a shame. Always hating. I mean, I think what OnlyFans is trying to do is become a content platform instead of, because they can't be a platform that's accepted like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook with nudity. So they're trying to keep up with the other apps. But it's like, you started with the pitch of, you know, nudity and whatever the people do with their OnlyFans page, feet, whatever they want to do, you know. You started with that pitch. That's why people signed up. And now you want to change that. Somebody else will pick it up, like we said in the comments before. Like, somebody else will pick it up. But I just know that they're trying to follow that. You know how Instagram now is not a picture platform anymore?
They're switching their business model.
Yeah, everybody's trying to go to that. Their videos get the most attention from people. Pictures, you can only do so much with. But videos have really been working for people. So they're just trying to be on the same wave as the other platforms and trying to get themselves as, I guess, commercialized, because they can't do it with, you know, the nudity and stuff.
Understood.
They can't get the advertisers.
Amanda, how do what are, if you have any thoughts on it? How do you feel, or what are your thoughts rather?
The same, where it's like, why would you do that? Like, just let it be. I don't think it should be taken down and censored. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't read the article as to why. I saw like the headline of it, and I was kind of curious, well, what was the reason behind it? And but I think that that's so silly. Like, I think that I don't know why there's such an issue with this nudity thing. Like, just
I'm gonna ask you both a question, and starting with you, Amanda, first, because V went first last time. Have you ever, honestly, especially with the pandemic hitting, have you ever thought of making an OnlyFans? And if so, what would be your content? Just curious. Because y'all maybe because for one, I'm going to let you answer. Then I'm going to say why I asked. Go ahead.
No. And it's just simple. I was already in my legal career, and the legal world, as much as it's trying to progress, it's not there. And like, I worked really hard for my degree, and I know that if I did do an OnlyFans, that I would not be able to continue on the career that I want to go on. And I'm okay with that. Like, as much as I support OnlyFans and the people that, create the content, it's just not for me or my lifestyle.
Are you aware that you don't have to be nude on OnlyFans? You could literally give legal advice on OnlyFans, and that could generate a whole nother type of income for you. That's literally just given in your same career field. It doesn't have to be nudity or anything sexualized at all. Are you aware of that?
I am, but the thing is it's like, just, I'm not exactly sure how my job and I work for a corporation, so I'm not exactly sure how that, whether they'd be okay with it or not. Like, I don't know. And I got a really good job, like one of my dream jobs. So like, it was more so I'd rather be cautious and get used to my job, get more comfortable, and then branch out on other avenues, things like that. So that
makes sense to me, especially branching out
when you're working in the legal field.
I get it, especially branching on other avenues because my block just hit 250 customers a day, right? So we're serving a lot on our block, and I was like, we need to branch out to other avenues because we're doing numbers over here like that because the coke prices are down and we really hustling. We're doing great on my block. I think it's only great that we branch out to other avenues. V, question: have you ever thought about doing the OnlyFans yourself?
It's kind of like the same answer as Amanda. That's not my field. If I wanted to do something where I would do something in my field, I would go to Patreon, where I could set up something where I could give people advice on marketing and teach them some things. I would go to Patreon. OnlyFans was set up for something else. So it's not in my path, in my career path, to have an OnlyFans. So I never thought of it. That's not what I do. But what I would do would be on Patreon because that's what mostly fits my brand.
V, what's your empanada game like?
I actually don't make empanadas.
What do you make? What's your thing? Croquetas?
No, I'm Dominican, so you got the rice, the beans, chicken. I can make you a lasagna. I can make
because the whole time you're talking, I've been getting hungry and hungry every time you talk. Like, I just know you got it. I know you got it. I know you do. I know you do. What's your plantain? I know you got a good plantain game. I know something is with you over there. Your plantain is fire.
She don't want to reveal it out on the air and shit.
Because listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. Since ever since you've been talking, I'm like, damn, why my stomach growling? Oh.
Oh man, I would have to let the people tell you, but yeah, people have eaten my food. I'm the one that cooks the holiday dinners. And
Nova, what's up? Where's she at with it?
Understood. Amanda, do you cook much? I'm sorry?
I didn't hear her.
Are you muted?
Sorry, yeah, my dog was barking. Sorry.
What type of dog do you have? You look like you have a Shih Tzu.
Oh, yeah.
So his question was, do you cook much?
Yeah, I do.
With seasoning?
Yes.
I'm just...
Wait, seasoning? Well, it depends on what I'm cooking. Like, if I'm doing Spanish food, am I doing Italian food? Like, I have a whole cabinet,
okay.
So,
Hey, it's a fair
homemade
question.
sauce in a crock pot with some bay leaves added in there and a bunch of spices. Yeah.
Well, we need a cooking episode, I think.
So
you were less happy than I thought you'd be, Mike.
Both my mom and my stepmom cook a lot, so I was lucky to learn from two different styles of cooking from two different women.
Nice. Yeah.
So
understood.
I appreciate y'all entertaining that nonsense.
Yes. So 100%. I really wish I would have been able to get the guy on that actually posted a comment. But here's the deal. I've now you're added to our roster of guests, and hopefully y'all can come back. Queen V, 100%.
Queen has done.
You don't even know
when
you said, "Hey, I'll come on." I was like, "Oh shit, really?" I was like, "Oh, what did I do?"
You made his butt wet.
You know what? Fuck it. Yes, you did. Absolutely, 100%. Fuck it. Yes, you did. 100%. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed at all.
Yeah, Claude gets wet in the ass. If y'all don't know, for everyone, he gets wet. Life. He gets wet in the ass, and y'all should check out his OnlyFans. I think it's called
Wet
and Wild. She said Wet and Wild.
I think it's called Two Gun Zebra. What was it?
What was the first word?
The double cock zebra or some shit like that.
I have no idea.
I don't even know.
I like Wet and Wild.
Wet and Wild.
Whoever said that over here.
Wet and Wild.
on the comment. One of Amanda or Queen said it.
But yes, thank y'all both for coming on. I really
100%.
did, and I appreciate you both. Respect both of your opinions, and y'all gave great content, in my opinion, anyway.
Yes, we
Thank
appreciate
you.
Queen Amanda. Thank you for coming on. I said you would come on and
thank
school us,
you.
and we appreciate the education. We are Mike. Will you drop them real quick so we can get into the next thing? Guys,
wait, do y'all want to promote anything for y'all?
Oh yeah, we fucking up. I'm sorry, Queen. You
No,
go
we
first,
ain't. You
please.
are.
Sorry.
Oh, I guess follow me on Instagram, QueenV_KLQL. And if you are anyone that can benefit from free promo, whether you're an artist, a business, anybody doing anything, I have free promo on VTheVoice.com. All you have to do is join, and I will write an article on you and promote you. Just follow me and sign up on VTheVoice.com.
Yeah, we got a meeting coming soon, Queen. We're gonna call you. We're gonna get with you for a meeting soon.
Get up.
Anytime. You guys know I love you guys.
Thank you. Let's drop it real quick. Move on, Amanda. Please. I don't know if you do. I'm sorry. You're doing it. It's your job. I'm the top. Sorry, man. I don't know what you have to promote as a lawyer. Obviously, you're a corporate lawyer. I don't know what you just promote yourself. Fuck it. Go ahead.
I mean, if you want to add me on Instagram, I'm on private, so either I'm gonna accept or deny you. Run the risk.
You better be wearing the right clothes. You better be wearing the right clothes.
That'd be right. You cannot be ugly. If you ugly, fuck it. You're not getting accepted.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird. I'm not in the marketing business. So I don't really have much to promote or anything like that.
What type of lawyer are you?
Guys?
Wait, what type of lawyer are you?
Corporate. I work as in-house counsel for an insurance company.
Okay.
That's dope.
Okay. Well, if anyone needs in-house counseling.
No, she's the corporate. She works.
I work for the corporation.
You gotta own some shit.
Oh, so if someone owns something to
holler her company, and then they'll get her involved.
Right. Yeah, and she'll do the rest of the work.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when we get our shit running, we'll call you. We'll get a corporate lawyer.
Us brought up on charges.
Oh, Steve get us brought up on charges.
So for now, I can contact you in case one of the alleged spots I have get rated tonight allegedly. Like I can't contact you if one of my alleged spots get allegedly rated for the things that aren't in there.
I mean, it's not the area I practice, but I'll help.
Okay, thank you.
All
right, cool.
My number one rule is don't tell me you did it, and we're
right.
fine.
Oh yeah, did what?
Exactly.
She's a moral compass. I like it.
100%. Thank you for being on the show, Amanda. 100%. If you want to throw out your IG, go ahead and throw out your IG. If you don't, just say people fuck off. Go ahead, whatever you want to do.
She got
it's my IG is A and then my last name Drolesky, so ADROLESKI. And if I was too quick to talk or too quick to spell and you can't hear me, then oh well, don't have me.
There it is. Thank you for being on the Pour Up Podcast, 100%, and we will connect with you later. Bye bye. Oh, Mike, why am I keep doing that? I'm fucking up. I keep. You do your job so well. I'm fucking around. I'm doing too much.
I make it seamless.
I know. So, guys, I fucked up the. I'm so bad. So this, I made a shot for us. Let me do my graphic real quick. Let me do my graphic real quick. It's a good one too. I don't even know where it's at.
Boy, you loose off themselves.
I do love that little video because that's 100% Renee legit throwing a drink like right in my eye, right in my eye. So this is actually I actually real quick. Let me grab something real quick. Talk about yourself.
How you feel about our guests?
I loved our guests.
Did you love them?
I love the content that they brought. I love that they're willing to stand on it and look us right in the face and tell us to eat a dick when needed, and also understand that we all on basically the same page.
I am very sad though that we didn't get our male guest on today, but like I said, we'll hit him up. We'll see what's going on.
Maybe he'll jump in later. Steve, wait, how'd you feel about it?
I appreciate it. It was nice, good info. I love the energy, especially from V. That shit was dope.
Yeah. So 100%. This is a college y'all don't really care. College football season is starting up again in a little bit here.
Mad people care. Go Gators.
Mad people care.
It's a nose behind me, but I ain't affiliated.
I'm gonna go ahead and just do this.
I'm gonna get in
bam on me. So I was actually at the liquor store and I was just trying to get me some regular things to make for our shots today. And I actually ran into a gentleman, a liquor rep named Al Walker. Al Walker literally sold me on this damn vodka. He says it's better than Tito's. It's called Game Day. If you've ever had it, you can find it at all your normal. I gotta say Publix. You can probably get it at ABC Liquor, everywhere else. So I'm gonna give you a big shout out, Al Walker. I told you would, man. Maybe we'll figure out do something about a promo or a collab in futures. But I am gonna go ahead and shout out Game Day Liquor. I love it because it is in the colors garnet and gold of my school, and I 100%. It is called Game Day Vodka, 100%. Yep.
The spirit of the game.
Spirit.
That's kind of hard.
And supposedly what they actually do is that they do some kind of like electrolyte or some kind of ionization of it after they do the 5 times filter like every other vodka that's supposed to make it better than Tito's or something.
So they distill it 100 times like everybody else, and then it ionizes.
It's made by the same distillers that make Belvedere, apparently. So we'll see. So I decided I'd try it. I'll give them a shout out today. You know, this is the Port Podcast. We're definitely going to always... Hopefully that people put us on. And in the same token, we're going to put other people on too. So this is Game Day Vodka.
Mr. Al from
Mr. Al Walker from, what's the company? I think it's just Game Day Vodka, 100% Game Day Vodka. So I made a shot, and I don't have the graphic, y'all. I apologize. I'll put it on our IG. It is one.
You want to hit the S?
Yeah, I want to show everybody.
Stand for Steve, nigga.
No, the S is for everyone. For my nigga.
Can you drink this?
Should it have been? Again. Let's do. Should we?
There's enough gator running through my veins. It's gonna fuck this shit up.
Oh, it's going. Like Pfizer? Is the Pfizer?
Can I get it like closer? Can y'all see this? It's actually so. What it is real quick. Y'all can see it right there. Get yours in there. Get yours in there, Steve. Steve, yours too.
I'm lefty.
Get in there. You see it right there. So basically, it's a 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of Game Day vodka, 1 ounce of gold tequila. And I think an ounce of pineapple juice and a splash of grenadine. And I'm calling this the freaking, I can't even tell it now because I'm fucking on my, I was about to say Ruby Grapefruit. 100% was about to say Ruby Grapefruit.
We heard you.
I am mad.
We'll call it the,
a little tipsy right now.
You didn't.
I am sorry.
We're gonna ask for your nose.
It's 100% the Garnet Gold. It's my Garnet Gold cocktail. It is literally in honor of my Seminoles coming back, and also in honor of the Gators coming back too, because college football season is for everybody.
I would have called it.
My Garnet and Gold. This is my Garnet and Gold cocktail. What would you call it?
That's how you toast it.
Oh, no. You gotta get
racist.
that grenade in there.
That's racist.
Get it in there.
Not
It's
bad.
got a vodka base, so I'm a chill, but I appreciate this. Yo, can you be Isaac from the Love Boat for Halloween? The Love
Nobody would
Boat.
get that. It's supposed to be taken as a shot, y'all. So I'm sorry.
I'm sipping.
Did you down the whole thing? Yours had more red than ours. What's that?
No. I doubt. So you're supposed to try to tilt it so that you can get the grenadine in while you drink it, but it's why you take it as a shot.
Let me get the camera.
You want the camera?
Let me see. Let me
put that on the.
Let me lick my lips.
Lick it. Take it. Down it. Down it.
Wait, no, I was just playing around.
Down it. There you go. I'm gonna down mine. Fuck it.
Whatever that
I
is,
just have too many
the grenadine
grenadine.
helps it. What's on the top? Pineapple juice?
So it's pineapple. So it's a ounce of pineapple juice, an ounce of gold tequila, and an ounce of Game Day vodka, and I throw the grenadine into the bottom.
Mix tequila and vodka.
Hey man,
it's not jobbing with myself.
Hey man.
No, it's a good drink. I'm fucking around.
Honestly, as if your cells were driving on their own already.
My cells are immaculate.
They are.
I can see. Can you?
Fat cells.
My fat cells are all right. Fat cells keep you warm. It's almost winter.
Me too.
Wait, but can you see?
Can I see? Can I see your fat cells? Yeah, 100%. I can see your fat cells. What? Yo, so this
I'll
was.
kill you in a roast.
You would kill me in a roast? Is it a pig roast? Pig roast? Beef roast?
I heard how excited you got as soon as you heard roast. Oh, you gonna roast
this
me?
is a mistake. Did you say steak?
Fuck you.
Yo, I'm drunk.
I was testing the Garnet and Gold before the show. So
I was. That's why I'm sweating. I'm like sweating so bad right now. Like,
you need to cool off. Let me renee you.
No,
I can't throw a drink in your face.
Do not literally throw the drinks on me. Y'all, so 100% is an ounce of Game Day vodka. Got to be Game Day vodka because it won't taste as good. And I did taste test this, guys, with some Tito's that I had, a little bit of Tito's that I had left over. I kind of like it more than the Tito's. 100%.
Side-by-sided it?
I side-by-side it. And actually, maybe I'll do that on air one day. Maybe I'll start doing some taste testing.
You'd rather have this or that guy Tito in your mouth?
I fuck with a Mexican, so I can vouch for how good a Mexican is. You should fuck with Tito.
Is Tito Mexican?
Is Tito Mexican?
Yeah. But I thought Mexico made like tequila. Why would they make vodka?
Oh, I was talking about Tito. The homie Tito. Well, Steve was talking about.
No, I'm not fucking with anybody named anybody in my mouth.
Well, he said Tito in your mouth.
Tito's.
No, I'm not fucking with Tito in my mouth. No, I'm good.
You don't want multiple Tito's?
Nope.
I'm vouching for the Mexicans. It's good.
Name Tito. Yo.
This nigga burping.
I burped over here.
The cartoons.
I did.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You really hit
Yo,
the
I am officially
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
99. Oh, 99 bottles? Y'all want some 99s?
No.
Okay, just don't
We're
bring them
laughing
up.
at your hiccup.
Don't bring them up unless you want them. Guys, so 100% I guess we're awesome. I'm trying
There's
to
a bubble when you pop it, it goes, yo.
Y'all always make fun of it. It's the sound that goes.
And then, anyway. Are we getting out of here? We do a last call.
Let's do our last call. Let's do our last call. Boom.
Last call for alcohol.
Who wants to go first? Who didn't go first? You went last time, I thought.
No,
Let him go again. He can't go again?
Yeah, I'll go first.
I got some SVN shit to promote.
Yeah, I'll do. Oh, yes, because I'm in the year. Yeah, it's perfect. 100%. I think this was a great show. 100%. I love the people that come on our show. I don't know how we get them on. Maybe y'all fuck with us. We do ask.
That's how.
But also too, they fuck with us. So I think people see what we do and they fuck with us, and that's 100%. And that's not just because of anything other than Mike, Steve, and Claude. And I appreciate y'all. Again, I say this all the time, and I'm a little drunk, but I do appreciate y'all as co-hosts, and I thank y'all for bringing me into this shit. But going into our guests today, 100%, I appreciate them coming on, and 100%, y'all have to understand that we weren't coming at the ladies. We were just saying, kind of look at it from the male perspective, but at the end of the day, you don't have to accept it. It's your body. It's your choice, 100%. And guys, we got to accept that. And there's nothing else that you can do. You know?
Yeah, I fully agree.
Stop being thirsty. Have a drink of water.
My last call, salute to us for knocking off, first off, 200 recorded, but who knows how much we did. Yeah. Who knows how much
the real number is different.
The real number.
Yeah, the real number is
Claude,
different.
you was definitely part of it, Claude. Like we definitely did a lot of shit. And it's a milestone for us. Especially you and I, not trying to exclude, but definitely for us. And we've been rocking for a long time. Yeah. And definitely respect all women. What you wear does not define you, and what you wear does not determine the amount of respect you get. And
unless you're wearing a Gators jersey.
Not just women, people in general deserve respect. Period. There's nothing past that.
Respect
and keep rocking, keep wearing whatever you want, keep the ass quaking.
See, when I show up shirtless to a casino, y'all don't have the same energy. There's a different energy. I can't wear what I want.
Yeah, we say keep it quaking, not a tsunami. You know, we're trying to keep it.
I show up shirtless to the taxi cab, Claude taking pictures and shit.
Yeah,
but respect.
Oh, and I would definitely.
It was surprised they didn't normally see Godzilla.
I would definitely end it with it's definitely big shouts to Haiti, and if y'all could do anything to support them, definitely do that. Support, send whatever you can. Haiti, we love y'all. Y'all, best of luck, because shit's tragic.
Yeah,
Mike.
For my last call, I'm going to say that the Poor Podcast within itself, we're working on a couple of moves. We have a couple of interviews coming up that I think y'all will think is dope. Glasshouse Studios, we got some other musicians. Drinks on Me, we're going to expand that beyond just a shot segment here. We're going to do some exclusive interviews with the homie Claude. And this weekend, Sunday, we're doing a live Poor Podcast on Sunday, around 1-2ish, for the homie Preem's video release featuring, and I feel bad for not remembering the other homie name, but Preem is...
C-Bang?
No, it wasn't C-Bang.
It was Jay Brown. Yeah.
Jay Brown and Preem are releasing a joint video, and that's going to be live in the building. We're going to be at Studio Water or Water Studio?
It is a water cooler, and it's right above the hub in downtown Tampa.
Salute to Claude for backing me up. But yeah, we're going to be out here. We out here working. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for joining in. I seen y'all in the comments. I seen everybody, me, Amnal, Nova, everybody. Don,
fuck you still,
He's
Don.
a wild dude.
Fuck you, Don.
Calm the fuck down. But that's my last call. It's a Poor Podcast. I'm Mike Lake, a.k.a. Salt and Pepper Beer, a.k.a. if my hair really grew, y'all see how salt and pepper it is.
Yo, I'm knocking at the door. I am CP34.
Steve Cash Money Bags, S with the 2 lines.
Oh,
Pfizer gang.
I love it.
That's
Pfizer
hard.
gang.
That's how we safe.
100%.
Steve with the 2 lines.